All three! All three!
Alright, so, to give a preface on today's adventure, it is both planned and also you're going to fuck with it, so I loosely planned it. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be fun. There's plenty of stuff to do. Yeah, before we start, I don't know anything about anyone's characters at all. So, if we could go through everyone and everyone talk about their character a small bit and give me one never before revealed fact about their character. So we'll start with Adam.
Oh, we'll start with Adam. I was going to say, you probably need to suggest somebody. Gordon Bolton is a sorcerer. He's a half-elf. His alignment's chaotic good. Guild Artisan Cook. He's basically Gordon Ramsay in character, but with a lot more fire being thrown around. A fact that I have not yet revealed about him. I honestly can't think. I mean, I haven't got that much of an in-depth thing about him. Maybe.
What's his favorite dish?
What's his favorite dish?
Yeah, man.
Crispy belly pork.
Porridge.
Yeah.
Crispy bacon porridge.
No, belly pork. Crispy belly pork.
Oh, pork belly.
Crispy belly pork porridge.
Yeah, pork
Gotcha.
belly, yeah. With porridge, yeah.
Pork belly porridge. That's actually a thing, though, isn't it?
Is it?
Pork and porridge. What?
Bacon and porridge. Yeah.
In America, maybe.
In all fairness, you can put bacon in anything as long as you're not Jewish or Muslim.
That's true.
Or bacon.
Never
Cool.
put bacon in a Muslim.
Or pancakes.
No. The Dutch do bacon pancakes. Fucking amazing.
I mean,
that's
there is a
pretty
song
normal.
about this.
No.
I
Eric,
was skeptical too until I was close out.
describe your character for us and give us one random fact about them.
Random fact or a known secret?
Yes. Either of those is good.
Like, is this going to be meta or is this known by all characters eventually?
I'd say reveal something that you don't mind revealing.
Okay.
This is a drunken night at a pub and we're talking about ourselves.
Yeah.
Sure. In that case, so Yusi Silk is a tiefling, a warlock. Has a lot of daggers and basically goes around with his rapier and does all kinds of dagger spells and blade spells, which he prefers. And he reveals that his wife is in prison because of
him.
Ice cold. He's set up to take the fall.
Jesus. It's like, did you report her or something? You didn't reveal any more information than that, I assume. God, I'm really curious.
It is a bit more going in depth, but he probably shuts up after that.
Okay. Oh, wanker. Cool. Kev, tell us about Just.
Just is a battlemaster fighter, an expert in generally in close combat and use of a large two-handed sword. Who is associated with the followers of Belmar Duke, and by associated I mean he's currently suspended from them for engaging in underground dueling back in the world before they came here. They basically brought him with them to keep an eye on him.
Oh, cool. So is that the thing he's kind of revealed to everyone?
Yes. Awesome.
Well, does that mean you're like the whooping boy of the guild?
Well, normally they would just drum people out for that kind of thing, but Just is different in one way. The leader's son.
Oh, right. Cool.
Yeah.
Nepotism. Killian, tell us about Braxis.
Braxis is a red dragonborn fighter sorcerer.
Huh.
He's brother to the leader of the Scions, and he's kind of creeped out by gnomes and halflings because they have really tiny hands and feet.
Is that a flaw? Is that on your sheet? Is that?
Something I was thinking for a while, but it's gonna get added.
Wasn't there a dragonborn that was racist against gnomes in Waterdeep as well? This is really weird.
Was there?
Racist Dragonborns.
There's only two things I hate: people who are intolerant of other cultures, and the Dutch.
Yeah, all right. Thank you, Michael Caine.
That's gas.
Hey, it's not racist against them, just against our tiny hands and feet, which are really creepy and get in places they shouldn't.
So he's like, he's drunken. He's sitting there in the guild hall, and he's like, you know what I hate? Tiny things.
Yeah.
As a child, he was accosted by some gnomes.
He got pickpocketed a few times.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
prison pickpocketed.
Of course, naturally. It's like reverse pickpocketing, but with dicks. So, Marcus, tell us about Ronistar.
I
Why is my wallet full of gnomes?
He's quite simple, really. He's a big old elephant man. He's a life cleric.
What?
What? Didn't the token give that away?
It's the opposite of a small gnome.
No, he's a big old, somewhat ponderous and not to be hurried elephant man.
Alright, cool.
Later years of his elephant life. I have honestly got no character background for him.
Are you afraid of mice?
As of yet, untested.
As of yet, untested. Let me see here. If you could describe why his favorite color is green, what would that be?
In 4 words or fewer.
Yeah.
Broccoli.
Gotcha. He fucking hates broccoli, which is why it's his favorite color, because it keeps his enemies close. Right, so...
I am confused.
Mike, tell us about Jeremiah.
So, Jeremiah's a half-elf, about 6 foot, long, thick leather duster, and Stetson hat, because why the fuck not? He's never...
Stetsons are cool.
He's a rogue warlock, never far from a deck of cards, which he seems... the deck he seems to use as his arcane focus.
Alright.
Horribly based off a huckster from Deadlands, if you know that. So... his secret or thing. He is wanted back home on 5 different arrest warrants under 7 different names.
Public urination with intent to kill, public urination without a license.
Indecent exposure.
I really
conspiracy
like
to commit indecent exposure.
I really like the idea that it's like, 4 of those arrest warrants are your actual name, and then the other one has 5 people, all of which are you.
No one person could urinate that much. That's amazing. Cool. So, just to get all out there, whose hands are the smallest? It's probably Adam.
I have fairly
genital
dainty hands.
Yeah. Cool. Okay.
I mean, I'm no Donald Trump, but yeah.
Ooh, topical. Cool. So you've all been gathered around the guild hall, and you've slowly kind of encroached upon each other's personal space over the night, and now you're just like on top of each other against this bar, drinking and like spilling your secrets and goss to each other throughout the entire night.
Cool. Good game, everyone.
GG boys.
Nice. I learned a lot today.
Yeah, it's level 5.
It's a lot easier when you don't have to roll the dice and all that bollocks. You can just say you do.
So, so as you while the night away, you're treated to a nice, entertaining show by one Flippus Tynod. He is... I don't have a map for this, apologies, but he is in the far corner of the guild hall, just tossing some pins and shouting out for anyone who wants to come over and give it a go. In fact, some of you do, but since you're quite... Well, actually, who wants to give it a go?
What is it, just juggling, or...?
Juggling, yeah.
He shouts out who wants a toss, and a load of misunderstanding elderly men sort of go over to him and then walk away looking sad.
I mean,
First strange elephant man goes, I want to be tossed.
I'll give it a go.
Toss me, just don't
So
tell
we'll
the
also
elf.
give it a go.
Yeah, go for
Cool.
it.
All right.
Why not?
All right. Cool. So first off, give me con checks.
Oh fuck!
Con checks or saving throws? Doesn't really matter.
Oh, saving throws. My apologies. Yeah.
Oh,
For the drank. So cool. Okay, you're both fairly upstanding. Right. Give me some dex checks.
wait, let me change my name.
So what he's going to do, he's going to hand over a couple of pins, 2 of them to be exact, and you're going to try out some.
As he hands one to me, I
my.
drop it on my foot.
Okay, so you take him in hand. You're not going to just drop him, Adam. So he says, "Okay, so it's so it's really simple, mate. So all you got to do is grab one pin in one hand, grab the other pin in the other hand, and then throw one and catch it. Simple, eh?" So Gordon
Yeah,
thinks this is the fucking biz, no pobs. So he throws one,
and I have to run
but
after
instead
it.
of but instead of precisely, so he fucks it across the room and just like breaks some dude's glass, and he's like, "What the fuck?" But he doesn't really care. It's refillable. The barmaid sterness refills it, gives another one, no bother. But you don't impress anyone with your show. However, how'd you pronounce that? Sulk?
Suck.
Sulk. Sulk. Gotcha. Sulk. Zulk? Zulk. Dexterously and flamboyantly, while also slightly sloshed, tosses 3 rather beautifully, and puts on a wonderful show. In fact, such a wonderful show that it starts to pull a bigger crowd. In fact, it does pull the notice of one who's quite oddly dressed. In fact, their clothes are it's a tiefling. You can tell from the horns and the eyes and the skin and the tail. But their clothes are very sort of ornate. It's a red buttoned up. Almost like a house coat. No, that's not what it's called. Almost like a shirt made of carpet that's just tied up in buttons that should belong on cushions but don't. Their pants are very sort of tied off at the bottom in 3/4 length fashion, and there's a little cravat poking over their neck, and they're eyeing your skills, Tzulk. Jeremiah, you round it all off by catching some of the pins that Gordon has flung fucking across the room. In fact, you finish off this with a nice little flourish where you hand back the pins directly back to Fluppus. He kind of bows and thanks you for your contribution to the show, and kind of gestures to the crowd to applaud you, which they definitely do, except for Gordon, who's kind of sulking in the corner trying to find the pin he fucked across. Yeah, so that's that.
I wonder if I can give it another try, but as I throw it in the air, just keep casting Mage Hand and catch it slowly, bring it back down to it.
Success. You successfully do it, but you're still in the corner and nobody notices. You just have this shitting grin in your face. Like, fuck yeah.
I'm the dog's bollocks, and I knew it.
Yeah, I knew I could do it. Screw you, Mum. Cool. So, yeah, as the crowd starts to disperse, only the well-dressed tiefling kind of remains and breaks into a bit of a conversation with Fluppus.
I lost you.
But,
I lost you entirely. Man.
you lost me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, am I back?
Wow. No, I
With
just
the character
answered
of my
you.
voice.
Was it just me, or was it other people?
No, it was just you.
I think it was-
I didn't
Awesome.
lose him. Did anybody else?
Me neither.
That's cool. Okay, so the three guys that came over for the juggling, you hear that there's a conversation breaking out between the two. It's very kind of heated, but other than that, you can't really make out any words. What would you like to? What would you like to do?
Carry on drinking.
Shout at them.
Carry on
speak up.
drinking.
Talk louder. We want to eavesdrop, you bastards. Come
I'm gonna
on.
put my hat down. I'm gonna put my hat down in front of the crowd that just saw us juggle.
Okay.
Hey,
Are you going to gesture towards it?
Yeah, fuck it, why not?
All right. Give
Thank
me.
you for the show.
All right. Fucking performance check, man.
God.
What the fuck?
Hey, not bad.
Whew. All right. 1 second. Nicely done. You get yourself 8 gold.
Nice. I will bow, pick up the hat, and put it back on my head, and palm the coins out of it.
Palm the gold first. Gotcha. That's important. So,
Roll a
well
sleight
done.
of hand
So-
for that. Come on, you're going to palm 8 coins.
Not palm them. It's obviously
Okay.
We've already determined that he's the smallest hands. So,
class. Okay, so as you're kind of all gathered around, you're talking to, listening to Tynod and this mysteriously dressed, poshly dressed tiefling. You hear that there's some kerfuffle going on. There's a neighboring circus who's looking to recruit some performers, but there's a concern because they want to make sure that who they're hiring are reputable and trustworthy.
Ha!
Because there's you just go ha. Cool. As you ha, you got a problem.
To me.
Is there anyone else here who clearly has a problem?
He only threw the pin in the corner. That was the problem.
Yeah, the only problem I've got is with juggling. Have you got a problem? Is your problem with bland taste? Because if it is, I can help out. I'm actually a chef, pretty good at it. I can already see several health and safety violations from where I'm sat. If you want, I'll give you some tips on how to bring this place up to scratch so you don't fail your next inspection.
This guild hall. This is not even mine.
Well,
I'm getting nervous just talking to you.
that's fine. You don't have to be nervous. I'm here to help, okay? Just remember I'm on your side. It might seem like I'm having a go at you or I'm making fun of you, but I'm on your side. I'm doing it for your own good. So let's start by talking about the rat droppings. Where are the rat droppings? I don't see any around here. What the hell are the dwarves supposed to be snacking on?
There might be some miscommunication here. I'm looking for a small group of people to help me hunt out some thieves.
Oh, I could probably do that as well.
Jeremiah slinks off.
Boring.
They're the ones that stole the rat droppings.
Dum-de-dum-de-dum.
So at this point,
like
Tynod starts bringing you all towards the bar and orders around for everyone while they're discussing the nature of this potential job. And the tiefling kind of speaks up a bit, catching the attention of Juiced and the rest at the bar. I don't know who's left. My apologies, I wasn't keeping track. But you all overhear this anyway. Yep, cool. There's a fresh drink in front of all of you, and this rather well-dressed tiefling continues. So, as I was saying, my circus is in town, and we're planning on putting on a show in a couple of nights, but everywhere we've gone recently, there's been thieves. They just sneak around, they skulk around, they steal from the pockets of our dear patrons, and, well, if it's out of their pockets, it's not in ours, there's something going wrong.
Okay, so you're after somebody to steal from their pockets and give it to you?
That is exactly what I'm looking for. Also, I want you to figure out who they are, and, at your own discretion, deal with them.
So is considering if he's one of the thieves, then he decides probably not. Sounds interesting.
It's thief, not tiefling.
fresh dosage of
Tiefling.
frontier justice. I like it.
Are we allowed to kill people in the city? Is that okay? I mean, I don't really
Well-
know the rules as such. I mean, we haven't really got a law. Oh, geez, we really need to get a law or some sort of governing body. Oh shit,
Well-
we're really unprepared here for this sort of thing. Oh god, we don't even have a jailhouse.
Well, you're in luck, because we have a show. It's coming up. In fact, tonight. What I need you to do, and tonight by, because it's 1 a.m., so tonight is going to be the following night. So tonight, I need you to perhaps come on board, because I suspect that perhaps my crew is less than trustworthy, and I suspect at least one of them is behind this.
Okay.
Is it you?
He kind of, well,
Maybe.
she leans back. She leans back and kind of dips his hands into his pockets and flips them outside as an inside out.
Literally
and he
just
says,
watched you pick your own pockets. I take that as a confession, guys.
Lint just comes out of them and says, "You know what? I admire your tenacity and your involvement, but no, I'm not stealing from my own patrons."
Honest suggestion
Do I
here.
believe them?
Sorry.
Oh, there's your roll, is it? Did you roll?
Praxis did.
For insight.
As well.
Oh.
So,
So, Braxis, you cannot tell if they're being truthful or not. However, Juiced, with your disgustingly fantastic deductive skills, figure that this person is being very genuine. You can see the real emotion and kind of hurt at being betrayed by their own people in their eyes. If there's one thing I detest, it's dishonorable family.
No, we'll
I can
help
drink
out.
to that.
Yeah. What was the payment again? Sorry,
Grabs a drink.
I wasn't paying attention.
We
Oh, wait.
smash our drinks off each other's heads as a tradition dictates.
Naturally. There is one thing to be careful of, though. If the thief gets wind that there's an investigation going on, they may get antsy. So what I need you to do is, well, honestly, just come on board as my staff. It's pretty straightforward.
Cool. Again, what's the payment? Because you've just revealed to us that you're piss poor broke. And we're not a
I am,
charity.
yes, on account of the thieves. So I count what I've just lost as collateral. We'll say whatever you recover is yours. And let me tell you, that's at least 4 shows worth of gold.
That's at least 4 gold.
I mean, mathematically speaking, that is exactly at least 4 gold. But I assure you, it's a lot more if our patrons are anything to go by.
I mean, they did just tip 8 gold to somebody who threw a stick in the air and caught it, so yeah, they've got more money than sense, so it'll be fairly well paying.
I would imagine so.
Well, I'm in.
We could use entertainment around here anyway.
I'm always up for a bit of cash.
Sure.
Fantastic. So, she starts to back away a small bit.
Is this
And
a man
says-
or a woman? I'm starting to get really confused by you saying she. Like, you chop and change.
She's multiple
I'm glad it
times.
wasn't just me.
I may have forgotten to mention, but it's very difficult to tell this tiefling's gender. Their face is heavily painted with makeup.
The beard is blonde and it's very faint.
Yeah, their beard is blonde with highlights in it and kind of combed back. No, it's very different. They're a very androgynous tiefling,
Okay.
and she takes off a hat that was very dexterously placed behind the horns and bows down and says, "Forgive me, my name is Court Lady, the Ringmasteress," and puts back on the hat.
It's a ring mistress.
Ah,
Did-
we were talking about one of those earlier. Well,
Ringmasteress. So, like I said, we just have to convince my crew that you're coming on board as staff. We shouldn't be too hard. I'm sure you're very convincing. I'll meet you outside the camp first thing tomorrow morning.
Right,
Just-
right.
Just
Gather
out
a
of
few
interest,
things.
is there any staff positions that you happen to be needing filled right now?
Braxis could be
Hey,
a fire
stuff.
eater, and there's no risk of him
I mean-
hurting any of the patrons.
It's up to yourself, really. You can fill whatever roles you see fit, but bear in mind you're probably going to be performers.
All right. Was just wondering if you happen to have any like open positions that would be an easier story to sell.
Well, to be honest, we do need someone to wrangle the octopus.
I was thinking
That's
more
probably
we
the
could
most
just
dangerous position.
all dress up as clowns, to be honest, because
That would also
way
work.
we'd be
We always need some
disguised.
good clowns.
They wouldn't recognise that we are who we are because we'd all be wearing lots of makeup and stuff, and you know.
Your gaze turns to a giant elephant man standing behind you.
Well, you could be the
Hey,
elephant.
we're putting Ron, we're putting you on a ball.
Yeah.
Perfect. I'll see you in the morning. Just remember to be prepared.
Okay,
See you
we'll
then.
go and discuss our plan. All right, guys. So we've got the elephant. We've got our fire eater. Who wants to be the elephant tamer?
All right.
I mean, I can be the elephant tamer if you want.
So I do suggest that you come up with some sort of roles that you'll be pretending to be in the morning.
We're just doing that. It was
Oh, I thought you were just
and
messing.
it's got to be performers, right?
Yeah, some sort of performers.
Damn it.
So I'm maybe best as a magician or something, or a juggler.
Sure. Remember, you've like things like strong men. You have, like acrobats. You have clowns. All those kind of roles. Candy floss makers.
That's not a performer.
I mean, I've seen some candy floss makers that you could class as performers.
Well, can't be much harder than the great sword.
Exactly.
Well, I reckon I should be able to do some sort of close-up magic tricks. He says, taking out a deck of cards and doing weird shuffles.
Ah, that'd be perfect.
You could also be a fortune teller with the
Ooh.
Let's not try and multitask this. I'm happy with clown. A very
Clown might
fire-based
work.
clown.
Pyromaniac clown.
Yeah. Plus, with
Perfect.
Mage Hand, I
So-
can throw a custard pie really, really far.
I'll
quite
just get
slow.
my illusion.
Slowly hovers through the air.
Actually, that would look fucking great. Just like there with a custard pie and slow motion pretend to throw it. What is this?
You could throw it yourself. You could throw it and then run in front of it.
Yeah, I could throw it and then
One
hold
man
it
act.
very slowly with the Mage Hand and then run in front of it and yeah.
I may have posted the wrong message. That's cool.
What did you post?
Google link to.
Oh, we're not
I
waiting for
think-
Matt, are we?
No, we're not.
Good.
Anywho,
Is it?
so if you all have your roles perfectly sorted out, excellent.
Do we?
So you have one night.
Do we?
No. So you have one night to prepare. So if you want to sleep, if you want to get rest, if you want to gather some stuff, buy some things, do so now.
Can I just beat? That's my message.
What?
I don't know. I'm an elephant. I'm a Clive cleric as well.
I was just
I
thinking,
don't know. I'm an elephant.
I
I
can't
hope that's your
remember.
catchphrase. Damn it, Jim!
I was just thinking about
Man, I'm
casting
an
minor
elephant.
illusion over and over again.
Yes, we've seen wizards before. Very fucking impressive. No, I like my slow custard pie clown idea. That'll be my first trick.
Oh, actually, I have got powerful build. Fuck it, I'll just lift things. How about that? That'll do.
Do you even lift? Gotcha.
Lift things while bouncing atop of a ball.
I know. I do not have the dex.
Lift a ball. Roll reversal, bitch. Watch this ball balance on an elephant. Well,
As I'm expecting, they don't want us to be in there armed. At least not with, like, great swords and shit. Or short bows. I'm going to go off and buy a hand crossbow. And,
Cool.
bolts for it. I reckon I can hide those under my duster.
Cool. Work away.
I mean, I don't know if you've
I
been
assume-
to a circus before, but they do tend to have things like swords and daggers and, I suppose, crossbows as well. Some of them have bows. So, being
Sword-
armed
Yeah,
and
but
being
you
part of
don't
the circus
expect
is
your-
weird.
You don't expect your sort of close-up card magician to have a fuck-off short bow and a rapier.
It could be part of one of your tricks. Actually, I suppose an up-close magician wouldn't do the whole catching a bullet
No.
thing or something.
Excuse me.
I'm an up-close magician.
Yeah,
Here's a gun. Shoot me in the face.
catch a crossbow bolt with a key.
Yeah.
That is a good trick, though.
Ooh.
Is that a giant spider being cooked in the middle of town?
If only you were close enough to figure out.
Okay.
Yes, it is. So this is the camp. But there's the preparation going on during the night. So if you want to choose anything to do now, now's the time. I do have a preface for this map, though. There's no proper grid. I couldn't get the lines to align, and I couldn't get this map without the grid, so I had to disable it.
The grid is on.
We can move freely.
Whoa!
I just realised I'm still signed in. I'm
scared. What's happening? I'm moving in 5
Ross,
feet.
we get into a fight, you're gonna have a fucking nightmare keeping us in line.
Yeah.
Shit!
2.5 feet.
I feel so fluid.
Ooh.
Just try and stay within the lines. Anyway.
No!
So,
I ride the dragon.
okay, so let's get back to. Oh my god! I regret everything. So, you're all still at the mouth of the dragon. What's everyone's passive perception?
11.
15.
11.
13.
Could you ping it all for me, please? That'd be great.
Not great.
Oh,
Exceptional.
what the?
No, it's just passive.
Gotcha. Cool. Okay, so, Gordon and Ron and Juiced and whoever the Jeremiah are, right? Yeah, 12. So, ye lads see this big, massive dragon head in front of you, breathing fire suddenly out of its massive nostrils.
The other guys don't notice it.
But you immediately notice that it is not, in fact, a real dragon head. It is, in fact, mechanical. And you can see 2 hands poking out the nostrils, creating fire out of thin air.
Does practice not notice this and start to challenge its dominance?
However, Silk and Braxis are fully convinced that they're right now ahead of a dragon.
I'm excited. We are in the dragon.
You are in the dragon, yeah.
I love the idea there's this giant dragon head, there's a guy inside it casting burning hands. He's like, I could do this 4 times a day. Why am I doing it now?
4 times a day, but it lasts
I need a long
forever.
rest.
Where's the rest of the dragon? Well, did they cut off its head? Braxis draws his sword.
It's breathing fire, it's clearly
What
not
did they do?
Whoa.
Practice is a trick.
Put the sword down.
very sassy
The
dragon.
fire stops. And don't you dare. No. The oh fuck, I forgot the accent. Anyway. Whoa. Put the sword down. Careful. This heavy robed clearly sorcerer comes out of the dragon's mouth, and it's like a drawbridge essentially, and kind of puts his hands out and says, "Whoa! Nothing to be afraid of. Just a bit of magic. Careful now.
Wait.
Drop the sword."
Did you kill this dragon?
Did I kill the what? No, this
Dragon.
is.
You decapitated and mounted its head here for people's entertainment.
Sounds like a good idea, to be honest.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
He says-
Braxis.
Everybody's just going to knock on the side of the sort of metal and wood thing.
Yeah, it's clearly just made of metal and wood.
Practice, it's fake.
Yeah, no. It's not a real dragon. It's just we tell the kids it's real. I'm sorry for scaring you.
Not scaring. Lucky
Sure.
you get to keep your own head.
Oh, well, that would be a shame.
Jesus,
Thank you. What are you doing here? Am I?
You hired.
We've been asked to join.
Oh, of course.
We haven't been asked to join.
You
We
are-
asked to join. We wanted to join the circus, didn't we, guys?
Of course,
Yeah.
naturally, of course.
Go on.
I mean, you probably have stories and dark pasts you need to run away from, just like the rest of us.
Public
We're all
urination.
performers.
All performers. I love it. So, in fact, just so I can have everyone's credentials down, he takes out a clipboard from his robe. You, the dragon. What's your talent? What's your performance?
Fire eater. Fire
eater.
If it's doing fire, I kind of got it covered.
Gotcha. Fire. I like a bit of fire in me.
Fire. That sounds good.
I like a bit of fire in me, and he flicks his fingers, and fire just like pops out of it. And with that, it's safe though. Don't panic. It's fine. Don't be afraid.
Afraid of what? Why'd I be afraid of fire? You moron.
You. Oh no! Of course, I should have known. You, the sword wielding mass.
Sword wielding mass.
You say mass or ass?
Mass.
Okay.
He gestures towards Gist.
Oh.
Matt.
I'm sorry, I don't know how to address you people.
What do you mean, you people?
Burning ants.
Talking about firemen.
That's it, yeah.
To be honest, they just told me I'd be manning a concession stand or something.
Huh. No. Strongman, maybe. Yeah, probably.
Oh, that I could do.
Yeah, of course. We got some games in here you can try and run. You got to master them first, but as soon as that happens, you can absolutely man them. We're short a few anyway. They went missing. So you kind of gestures towards Jeremiah. What's your talent, boy?
Howdy, friend. Name's Jeremiah. Big fan of all little tricks that he pulls out his deck and starts putting down. No magic. Well, nothing arcane here, just pure magic.
What?
Starts doing card tricks, but there's no magic involved, no actual magic involved.
It's just sleight of hand.
Yeah, it's all sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand check.
2 seconds.
Would it actually be a sleight of hand check? I suppose it would be.
Yeah, it would.
Like reverse pickpocketing.
That's
Oh,
why that's why it's under expertise.
Okay,
That's
cool. As you flourish it in front of you and do some like mad shuffling tricks, he kind of is transfixed and he looks at his own hands and says, "All I do is destroy."
No,
okay, fantastic.
No, you can create, and pulls a card from behind his ear because fuck it, why not? See?
Wow, that's Sorry. Yes, of course. Yes. Well, you're Magic Man. That's fine.
This guy really worked for a carnival. I don't.
It's the reason he's at the front gate.
He gestures towards Gordon next and he says, "You? Are you? It's Master." And gestures towards the Elephant Man.
No. I am a clown. As you can tell by my sunny disposition and general humorousness, clowning.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Are you a clown for children?
I'm a clown for all ages.
He's a clown for anyone.
I do adult parties
All-round clown.
as well, but that's,
Even
strictly
if you
a
would
private
drink
thing. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
The kind of
All right,
parties
well-
you need to drink to forget.
Are you after a clown?
Want to.
Personally, no. But thanks for asking. But you're more than welcome to come on board. We could always use more bodies. Right. So you, Runistar?
Yes.
That's me pronouncing it as Ross. I have no idea how to pronounce it.
Oh, Ronistar. I've been. It doesn't matter. Ron is fine.
Ronnie.
Ronnie. Yeah.
What will you be doing, young man?
Petting zoo. No.
Oh yes, yes.
Heavy petting
Gotcha.
zoo.
No,
Creatures are heavy.
It's written down. It's entered. It's done.
No.
Heavy petting zoo. Gotcha. No. Okay, go on. What do you want to be?
No. I carry things. I'm
Like
going
a
to point out. I'm going
Are
to
you a
point
singer?
out, just to be clear. I have a charisma of That's
What about your character?
just for clarification. Whee! Yeah,
Whoa.
just for clarification.
So you're a fellow strongman then. Perhaps if we could try and tame you. You do look sort of wild.
An elephant in a robe. Just look very
Yes.
serene.
Like a domesticated... Oh, of course.
I would like to point out, before we continue down this line of questioning, if you want to go for that sort of act, he would have to be naked in order for it to be realistic and believable. I don't think that's going to happen.
Does this guy have opposable thumbs?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he doesn't have elephant feet or anything. Like, it'd be really awkward trying to cast somatic components which have elephant
All right,
hands.
cool. You are going to be part of our freak show. Thanks.
We shall call you the Elephant Man.
Yeah, literally
With
the elephant man.
thumbs. Yeah.
It's a bit different.
Am I missing someone? Brax, Juice, Jeremiah.
So me.
Who?
So
Oh, of
No,
course. My
everyone.
apologies. Yes. So, what's your talent? Leftovers.
I'm a knife juggler and knife thrower, and he pulls out a couple of daggers. Completely convinced that he can do it.
Jeremiah ducks.
Are you going to
shield up.
attempt to?
He's not going to do it now. He's going to practice
Okay.
harder without anything.
Of
He
course,
just pulls out
naturally.
he pulls just out the daggers and pulls like he doesn't like twist them around his fingers and then puts them back in his pocket.
And this
Ah,
is the
cool.
story of the
We're
first
missing someone.
accidental circumcision.
Yeah. We're missing someone for the danger wheel. Of course, yeah. Naturally.
This goes on. And go or be wrong.
So let me show you around. So just so you know, my name is Lance Redwood. I'm the resident sorcerer. I put on a light show. I greet the kids with some fire and some pyrotechnics, as they're called. This is the camp. Welcome to the Cirque Du Joy.
Why, thank you.
No, thank you. We're in need of some fresh meat. So he gestures you into the camp and he starts to show you around.
I like the visage of Trogdor painted on the top of that tent. It's very, very good. It looks just like him.
Ah, thank you. We hired a professional seamstress to draw that with wool and knitting.
Kind of the opposite of drawing then, but yeah, cool. It looks really
That's
good.
it. So on the left, over here, he gestures towards the area with all the fruit and the food and whatnot. This area is where we store the fruit that we sell for both cooking and for throwing. We offer it to the patrons so they can huck it at the performers if the performance is shite.
Is this locally
I hope-
sourced? Is this frozen
absolutely.
cabbage? You freeze your cabbages. Locally sourced foods, they're nutritious. Once you freeze it, that's it. All the flavour's gone. It's useless. And Gordon goes around and does every single vegetable thing and just assesses the quality of it and comes back and goes, "There you go. That's my
You-
entire character trope done. Continue."
God, what a nightmare. Cool. Circus hell. Cool. So that's fantastic. I'm glad you have some heavy criticism for our fruit. We could always use to improve. There's no such thing as negative criticism. So moving on.
I mean, there is.
and
But
it guides
yeah,
you.
carry on.
No, it's all constructive. It's all good. Let me just boop. I'm going to take out a random character for this one because I forgot to make a character for this guy. Where is?
I want to go visit the owlbear. Shut up and take us to the owlbear.
It's got a sign that says "Pat me" and I'm in love.
Yeah, I also saw that. I also wanted to go there. But he looks very annoyed though.
So,
It's adorable.
So-
That's why this circus has to move so often. It's the lawsuits.
so he gently kind of guides you over here. He says, "This is the center. This is where we gather to eat our food. This is last night's meal that's still available. Feel free to grab some bits."
You know the
Good
best
taste.
thing? The best thing about barbecued spider? Everybody gets a leg.
Huh?
Only if you would ate.
Yeah, of course. We caught it last night, but we're missing its kids. We don't know where they are, but they're around here somewhere. That's probably going to be tomorrow's breakfast or something.
Always make sure to burn the children.
Burn the children. That's exactly what I say. You got it. He kind of looks very worried. Guides you along. He says, "Okay, well, this over here is our owl bear named Randy. Say hello, Randy."
I see.
Hello, Randy.
Hi, Randy. You're adorable.
Good day. I'm Randy.
Is that a talking owlbear?
It is, yes.
You're less adorable now I know you can talk. Gotta be honest, I'm a lot more fond of things that don't speak.
I get that a lot. I do. Oh God, I can't remember his accent again. So
It was
what
slightly
I'm saying
Australian.
is, was it? Why are you giving him angry eyebrows?
It makes the pet me sound creepy. Why did you make it so you can talk?
Well, he's also giant.
There's actually like 12 goblins crammed in here.
Well, I got to tell you, I've not always been an owlbear. I was once a man like you, but then I took
An arrow to the neck.
I took a transfiguration to the face,
Oh.
and
Is they just did the same thing every
No.
Oh, sorry.
no.
That's a heavily detailed
oh, God.
fire. I'm quite impressed. Or was that taken?
That is actually really impressive. Holy shite!
That's a bit less impressive, but still good.
Okay, so Jesus Christ, that's amazing. So my name is Randy, as I've been. My name is Randy, as I've. Fucking hell. New Zealand. Good day. Okay.
New Zealand. Good day.
You sounded like a member of the people.
I'm so sorry.
Hi there. My name's Randy, and I'm from New Zealand.
I'm an owlbear.
Not a lot of people know that.
So the funny thing is that I was once a human, but I got transfigured into this owlbear. I've
Where
been
were
stuck
you
like this
from?
ever since. I've forgotten where I'm from. It's part of the curse that's under me, actually. So what happened was, all I remember was I slept with this really attractive woman who turned out to be the daughter of the mayor of my town. And as that happened, the mayor hired a witch who transfigured me into this owlbear.
With wandering accent syndrome.
This wandering accent syndrome, so I can no longer remember
This is
where
a
I'm from.
terminal fucking case.
French.
But has imbued me with the power to predict fortune and to read the minds of my patrons. So, in fact, I am blessed, which is why I joined the circus. To hone my craft, to get more powerful, and to eventually get vengeance and get turned back into whatever I was before this.
Halfling.
You're on
Koala?
fire.
I do seem to be on fire.
Quite literally, I mean.
That is an incredibly detailed drawing.
I like fire.
Is that you? That's amazing. Yeah, would you like your fortunes read?
Go for it.
Fantastic. Give me your palm, please.
I'm not falling for that again.
Alrighty then. I'll use my own.
I will hold
So he holds out his
my
own.
palm up at a distance. It's like you can see it from there.
He
With your eyes, with your hand.
he affixes some glasses to his eyes and he says, "Yes, I can." He stares intently, and he asks you to roll a d100.
I roll it and say, "Guess what I rolled?
69.
49.
49.
You're close."
This accent is all the fucking. Yeah, 49. Cool. So he looks at your palm and he says, "Oh, I'm getting something now. It's coming to me. I feel it in my bones. It is
Looks like it's
there.
coming out.
I feel it. You are destined to die in a fiery death. You are going to be burned alive. Not just you, your entire family, your friends. You're very...
It's kind of awkward. I don't have
Yeah.
any friends, and I'm resistant to fire, so it would be a while before I die. But that's interesting.
It's going to take a while.
Well, I'm never wrong. It is written in the stars and in your palm.
I mean, you're wrong. I don't have any family. To be honest,
That would
I'm not even
be-
sure I have friends.
That you know of.
That would be 49 gold.
You've got Nona.
That will not be 49 gold. Thank you, though.
Why does he have a top hat, glasses, and a fiery ass? That's profoundly
I
amazing.
don't know. He's your character.
Yeah.
It's wrong, but okay.
Next step, give him
I mean-
wings.
That's profoundly amazing. Cool. Okay. So, Randy, not Randy, the other guy, what's his name? Lance. Lance gestures to, hello everyone. So let's ignore Randy. Randy, go back to sleep. Get ready for tonight's show. And he gestures you along the path and guides you up on over here.
I have to ask,
Where he
if he's a willing member of the crew, why is he chained?
for appearances. Also, it's his kink.
Fair enough.
There's sure is a lot of feathers around the ground, but I don't see any birds.
Yeah. Anywho, this, or fuck me sideways, my accents. This is the domicile, the home, as he gestures towards the apple-clad, trailer, and says, "This is the home trailer
The
of
fuck trailer. You don't want to go in there, mate.
of Madame Krusty Von Pimple." And as he finishes the word "pimple," the kind of windows burst open, and a revolting looking face just bursts through and right into Lance's, and shouts, "It's Pimple!"
That's not actually that much better.
Krusty Von Pimple sounds far better than Krusty Von Pimple, which is incorrect.
Well, the fuck trailer was fun. Let's move on.
All right. Lance kind of nervously laughs and backs away. See you tonight, Krusty. See you tonight. Backs away and kind of walks around this other side. Gestures towards the this thing over here. Oh, ping. And it says, "These are for the games. There's a pie eating contest here later on. You're welcome to partake. In fact, I encourage it. You should probably build up some favor with the carnies to, because so you don't lose later on. Show off your
Flip you the smaller pies and you're in.
exactly, yeah."
Are these pies, are they just normal pies or are they special pies?
So like
How many
meat
needles are you
pies?
gonna
How
find?
nice you are to
I'll be the
cut.
judge of that.
Oh,
I heard one of a pie eating contest, but there were some magical pies in between.
that is the trick, as it were. And he winks at you,
Ah.
and he moves on. It's all part of the contest. And this over here is our bartender. He gestures towards the huge octopus in the corner.
You're really gonna
who-
gloss over these axes. This is
That's a lot.
more axes than I've ever seen at one time.
It's
There's a
blatantly
lot.
throw the axe at
Yeah,
the beholder
axe
pit.
throwing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is it on the floor?
Because
Somebody
of the
hit
terrible
the ball.
aim.
It's just the O one. Presumably, if I existed in more than 2 degrees, I'd be able to see it. Right?
Yeah, no,
I get
What is it?
Yeah, exactly,
Throw
yeah.
it this thing.
Right here, these
Yeah,
are
just-
the discarded pictures from before. So
Gotcha.
Naturally. Exactly that. You got it. You're smart cookies, you lot.
Beat up one of those things recently. That was fun.
Cookies?
Ah,
An axe?
squiggly eye fucker.
Okay, so he gestures towards the octopus and says, "This is our bartender. He's been with us for a while now. He kind of came out of the sky." Anyway, he kind of doesn't talk at all. All he does is clean and serve drinks all day. He's pretty content to do that.
What have you got on tap? Useless.
Um,
Great. What a great
kind of-
barman.
He holds up several, in fact, 8 different tankards and shakes them and holds them up to you for a sniff.
He shakes. How full are they? Are they completely full? He just throws alcohol everywhere. And then...
Jeez, he's an octopus. Give him a break.
They're usually purple.
He literally doesn't have
Fine motor
thumbs.
control.
He looks a bit disgruntled.
Is he slightly passive?
He is very disgruntled. I can't figure out why. He's just really pissed off all the time.
Yeah, that's weird.
I'm not pissed
he
off
looks-
all the time. Okay.
It's my petite disposition. Cool. We are humble about you the final area now. Feel free to come along here later on yourself and explore before the show, but I must show you around before I get back to my duties.
Duty. Is this all the way up north?
We're heading up north.
Run! We can go visit your mum.
So this area is where we keep our critters and our games.
In the same place.
Yeah,
Pin the
critters and the games, of
pin the
course.
towel on the literal donkey.
Yeah. So over here we have a cage. We'll ignore that one. And over here we have another. This one also appeared recently, but it has its head caved in. However, it's still alive somehow. We just feed it the remains of whatever we have for dinner the night before. It seems to just,
Some
just
kind of undead.
take it in. Maybe. Can't really tell for sure.
Should probably burn those.
Yeah, we can't seem to do anything to it other than keep it in the cage. Can't move it other than lift it around every so often. 1 second. How do I share a picture?
Shift Z on a token.
Shift Z on a
Is
token.
it Z or V?
Is it a
Is it-
token or is it a?
Yeah.
Damn it.
What the fuck is it?
If it's a handout, you can do a
You could
share.
right
Show
click,
to all.
show to all players. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Hey, it's Beckett
it looks-
Jr.
It looks fairly brained, essentially. It still has this piercing gaze with only one eye. It's missing like half a chunk of its brain, but it's still respirating. It's still breathing. Respiring? Respirating?
It's
I don't
doing
know.
all three
Thank
of
you.
them.
It's doing all 3 of them. Yes.
Burn it.
So it just sits there and exists. We don't know really what it's doing. We reason it's probably going to take another year to heal before it's ready to go again. But we're going to bring it along. Looks like fun.
Should really burn that.
Yeah.
Kill it with
Yeah.
fire.
Emanating from it.
It's like it's a very dull sound. As if
Dominus.
it's that sound, but being played on like a really old like gramophone.
Raxus throws a tarp over that cage and moves on.
Yeah.
What the fuck's
I've
in that
heard fucked
cage?
up
Like
shit.
everything's like 2 eyes here and a couple of legs. That one's just eyes. It's a mound of eyes.
I just imagine
yeah.
in a cage, but
That's our cage full of swarms of spiders.
Oh my god, there's another giant pig.
swarms of
Spiders
spiders.
in a cage?
No, swarms of spiders.
Swarms of spiders, yeah. So swarms of swarms.
In any of these cages, is there an owl bear missing its fur and pelt?
Is there a what?
So an owl bear that seems to be missing its, hide.
No,
Is there
but
a
there's,
skinned owl bear? Is that what you're asking?
there's a very confused looking Australian man.
Just owl bear skin.
Very confused looking Australian man that keeps making owl bear noises.
And then he kind of walks. Where's the fuck? There he is. He walks over here and says, "Yeah, this is one of our games. Actually, it's what we call bumper bores.
Okay.
Basically,
What?
they get to mount he gestures towards the bores, which are like directly underneath the big, huge one. You just hop on top of those bores and you ride them around and try and knock people off. It's pretty straightforward. You're free to give it a go if you want, free of charge.
Yeah.
Sure.
Mounted combat.
Oh, cool. Okay. 1 second. Boop-a-doo-boop. He kind of gestures towards the clearing behind the big, massive boar.
Big
He says, "Follow me, follow me." Big, massive boar. Give me a second. I gotta set this shit up.
I love how you do the opposite of the small little. You like describing things as big massive.
I'm sorry. I'm
You
Ross.
don't have to apologise. It's fine.
Big, massive. Okay.
Oh, I fucking recognize that goddamn song.
And then I just drag this along. Boop. Right. So I thought of this game last minute.
We are free.
We are free.
Freedom
No square can hold me.
I thought of this game last minute. So as such, I don't have boars for you to mount. However,
We just run around in circles.
We spin around and make oinking noises.
All the boards are currently being serviced at the moment, so
I do.
Story for the inconvenience.
We're not going to charge you, but we're not going to let you ride a ball.
Do you want me to jump? Do you want me to
I do
jump
have-
DM and pull you in a port?
Where did you find
No, we have dwarves. We can use those.
my dwarf warrior tokens? That's still on the server.
I'm thoroughly on board with this plan.
So each of you could use a small dwarf warrior as a boar.
You need to give us control of the.
These are
tokens.
huge dwarf warriors, Ross.
Okay. So how do I give you control of them?
Get off my dwarf.
How is it always you and me?
It might be just it might be just easier to just say we're riding on boards, or
Yeah. Okay.
because
No,
otherwise
no.
you have to independently set a free token up for each, which you can do. But
Oh, you
What
said
can I do? Okay, can I just
dwarves.
select
I thought you said boars. See, this is embarrassing. Cool. Right, so we ride on these dwarves.
also, everyone is underneath the dwarf except for Silk.
Either way,
Yeah,
it'll be
please.
good.
How do I?
Praxis, your dwarf keeps running away.
It's basically like making the token, then the code wheel, then in settings it should say like controlled by, and then you
Set all players.
you can do all
Where is
players
that?
or
It won't say that if it's attached to a sheet. So you need to unattach it to a sheet at the top, set to nothing, and it should have a little box that says controlled by.
Got
You just
it.
set that to
Got
whoever
it.
you want.
You can also see how many hit points and everything they have, though.
Have you set that to controlled by
And-
everyone?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm about to delete these sheets now. 1 second.
Don't delete the sheets, just delete the tokens.
Boop. 1 second. Copy that one. Boop. Boop. Here you go.
Can't copy what you
Boris.
can't catch.
Boars for everyone.
I would squeeze like pig.
Everyone grab their boar.
I want to click all them and click send to back.
Oh my god. You all have control. You can all do that, right?
No,
And,
we're not DMs.
Moving.
Oh, son of a bitch. Okay, cool.
so just
Click,
shift click each of
click.
them.
Shift click each of them.
And then right click, and in the middle menu is move to back. So then it'll be under all of us.
Okay, 1 second. Nobody moved their boars.
Somebody's moving them all because they're annoying.
Where's the other boar?
You're also missing.
1, 2, 3, 4,
One
5.
went flying off the screen because I was trying to move. It just went like-
Oh, Eric, well, that's your fucking fault.
It was on my position. It suddenly went like out of the screen.
Oh my god. Okay, cool. So
It didn't want. It didn't want like it thought I'm free now. Get out of here.
Okay, go nuts. You should be fine now.
Yeah.
Everyone mount their boar. Yeah, that worked. Cool. Right, so the rules are pretty simple.
Mine.
So it's a 3v3,
Well,
so
I'm
pick your
on the
teams. You can use the strength of your boars. You should probably... Oh, you don't have access to your sheets. Imagine they have 12 strength,
No,
or 12, right?
Yeah, I think if we click ability, it won't come up with because it's not attached. to
Yeah,
the
yeah.
key. Cool.
So just roll a d12 and plus like 4.
A D12.
d12 plus 4. Or sorry, d20 plus 4. What the fuck am I doing? D20 plus 4 when you want to do an action. This action can be one of two things, which is going to be charge or dodge. If you dodge, you'll use your own dexterity. If you attack, you use the strength of the boar you're riding.
And what's
Pretty straightforward. The goal is to be the last one standing, or the last team standing.
Oh, wait, are we doing this in teams?
Hmm?
Are we doing this in teams?
three?
You can do a
3v3.
free for all if you want.
Yeah.
Free for all. Why
Free for
not?
all.
Free for all. Okay, so everyone roll initiative. Oh fuck! I have to do an initiative thing. How do we do that again?
We'll drop down the-
Yeah. Just below the ruler thingy at the top left.
Just below the ruler.
And where the pointer and the paintbrush and things are.
Yeah. On your screen. If
Yeah.
If you're looking off the side of the screen, it's not there. It's
Top
on
left.
the screen.
Top left,
Yeah.
where all the tools are. There's
Arrow,
a thing
paintbrush,
up
magnifying glass. That's the bastard.
Hey.
Now click the comment. Who hasn't rolled yet?
Oh,
How fucking slow are you?
I'm waiting because I didn't know if there were anything. So... Also, it's so much work to wait that extra second.
It is.
Okay.
Cool. Okay, so Jaya, you get the handle. You get the handle of your boar first. You get the first action. What would you like to do? You get to charge up to your movement against someone, or you get to dodge their action.
Okay, so yeah, I can't just run off into the distance.
Cow.
I'm going to charge. No, sensible. I'm going to charge Gordon.
Okay. So Gordon, since he's attacking you, you get a reaction. You get to dodge or charge against him.
I will charge against him.
Cool. So now you're going to have a contested roll.
Okay.
So both of you make a 12 or a d20 plus 4.
God
Ooh.
damn it!
We bounce.
We bounce. We swap
Exactly
balls.
the same.
What the fuck? Cool. So you literally just smash into each other's heads, like immovable objects do, and you're now locked in the center. So here, boop, you're now locked. You're grappled by each other essentially. Over here, Gordon.
I'm moving.
Oh wait, no, you've been. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, well, he ran towards
cool.
me and I
So
wouldn't have
after
moved,
that-
but still, yeah. I'll do. There you go.
Braxis, you would have charged against them. No, Alexa, no. Braxis, you're up.
Alexa.
Well, it seems everyone's kind of coming off, so I'm going to wheel around and Ramron.
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 All right.
Ron.
Cool.
Ramron.
Ron, what would you like to do?
Ramron.
Would you like to dodge or oh, okay. Cool. So both of you make a contested roll. Cool. Okay. So you've taken 1 out of your 3 available hits to take. So Ron, you're down to 2 health. If you take 2 more hits, you are out. You fall off your boar.
What?
I won that. What?
What?
He rolled
You rolled
higher.
16, I got 11.
Oh, I see that. Oh, Braxis, you sweet summer child. It's the opposite way around. So you charge at him, and he kind of gently steps
Adam,
forward
what did
right
I
into
do?
your face. And you did I say the wrong name again?
No, you said at him, but you said it very fast. It sounded like Adam. It's fine. It's fine.
Sorry. Cool. So that happens, and you take a pip off your health. You have 2 left.
Cool.
Braxis. Cool. So Gordon, you're up.
I'd like to charge Braxis.
Braxis. Cool. Okay, go ahead.
I spy
Braxis,
the
what's your
weakness.
response?
Recharge.
Recharge as well. Okay, cool. Go for it.
Yeah.
You roll good.
Holy shit.
God damn it.
Okay, cool. So Gordon, you down to 2, and Braxis, you retain your 2 as well.
Dung. My dwarf rams right into his.
Yeah.
Jokes looks around and looks at Juice and is charging at Juice. He's like take a step back and then charge towards you.
To who? Oh, Juiced. Okay, gotcha. Go for it. Juiced, what's your response?
He attacked apparently because he rolled.
Cool. So Juiced, you're down to 2 stock essentially. Silk, you're on. You kick ass. Holy crap! Yeah. So you win that one. Hran, you're up.
So what's our movement? Is it 35?
30 foot.
Yeah.
I can't.
I don't think we're really doing movement here.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter.
We're probably not doing attacks of opportunity either. Just do it, man. It's all
Yeah.
good.
It's just imagine like bumper cars but with boars.
Sure, I'll go for Zulk then.
Cool. Zulk,
I will contest it with a
you contest it with a charge as well. Okay. No one's dodged yet. Nice.
because like it fits like I don't know what the dodge does, but then
Okay, cool. So that's 8. Okay, so Ron, you take 2. Or sorry, you take 1, and Zulk, you stay on whatever you're on.
yeah.
Just what's your strat here?
I'm gonna ram Jeremiah because he.
No! Don't forget about me!
Oh,
Have it, you twat!
fucking hell, nice. So he actually does yell no, and smacks him. His boar kind of links in with him, syncs up, and just whacks him out of the way. Kevin, you are down, or Just, you are down to 2, and
He's down to 1.
you're down to 1. Oh, shite. Cool. And then Jeremiah, you're fine. Cool. So Jeremiah, you're up.
So Ace of Swine is going to rear up and try and headbutt Cockwaffle.
Gotcha. Cockwaffle.
Fucking have it, you think.
Oh.
Right in the cockwaffle.
Oh, shite. Yeah, he's out. He gets whacked right into a tree, and you have yourself a somewhat dishevelled dwarf to take care of. I mean, boar. Cool.
You have a dwarf to fuck. Come on, people. We've all got dwarves to fuck here.
Juice just got Robber at the end.
Yeah. Ooh, too soon. Braxis, you're up.
Alright. Thermite. Yeah.
Straight for Jeremiah. Okay, so
What, through Gordon?
I'll stand aside.
Good, then.
go ahead, Meta. Yeah, go ahead.
In all fairness, Ron ran through me as well. You didn't bat an eyelid there.
Yeah.
Wasn't paying attention then.
Give us the rolls. So Jeremiah, are you going to dodge? Are you going to attack back?
Attack.
I did Dutch
Okay,
gobbler.
go ahead.
Oh no!
All right, Jeremiah, you take the dams.
Oh,
The Dutch gobbler takes one for the team. Gordon, you're up.
I'm gonna sandwich Ron with salt.
Nice.
What are you
Our
doing,
team
Ron?
up. Okay, cool. Ron, contest.
Of course.
How do you put a number on the?
Oh God!
press
So-
2.
Oh God!
Oh.
Yeah, I fucked up.
Yep. You did. So, one of the rules I should have mentioned earlier about dodging is that if you're like directly in front of someone else and someone's charging you, you can dodge out of the way and have the other person get hit instead.
Hey, can I ask you a bizarre question?
Yeah.
What's the point of the +4?
Shh.
Why not?
Shut the fuck up.
If people,
really
start, if
matter.
people want to
You
dodge
just roll-
instead, I think.
If you put the dodge instead.
What if you dodge just normally though?
Oh. I'm making it up as I go along. So, gotta be completely honest. So, Tzilk.
So basically, you only want to dodge if someone attacks you right now.
Yeah, pretty much. You can either dodge if you are in the right line, yeah.
Yeah, indeed. So I'm going. I see that Gordon is a bit of his like almost fell over. He's going to charge to him.
Ooh,
I will
nice.
charge
Okay, cool.
back.
Nice.
Damn.
You done
Nice,
fucked up,
Sulk.
horny boy.
This is the first
Cool.
time me doing this. I have no idea what I'm doing.
Not used to running dwarves. Ron, you're up.
I will cast Sanctuary. No, I won't. I'm kidding. I will.
Shoot your dodge first.
Dimension door.
No, I will charge at Zulk.
Cool.
So if I now do a dodge attack, does that mean
You can add your dex.
that I can act my dex or something?
Yeah, essentially.
Instead of the strength of the ball.
In that case, I will do the dodge for myself.
Cool.
Damn. like so dodge out of the way, but the board stays there.
That leans and the board doesn't. Stick gets plowed in.
Who's looking weak now, Sulk?
Okay, so
That was my plan.
yeah, you don't dodge, but you do take one heck of a hit, my friend. Jeremiah.
I'm gonna.
Cool.
Roll it,
Gordon,
big boy.
you're
I'll
responsible.
charge you back. 14 to beat.
Right.
Ah, that's me.
Fucking have it.
Swingy.
And he's
D20s.
That would be Gordon. Gordon's dead, right?
Well, I'm not
Wait,
dead,
what?
but I'm out.
This is coming. This is roguelike. Cool. So that was Jeremiah's turn. Yeah, cool. Braxis?
I'm assuming Jeremiah's
Jeremiah.
over there now.
Yeah, he is, yeah.
Oh yeah. Hey, Braxus. Zulk is looking a bit dicey.
Tactics on the battlefield.
Yes, that's what battle
Cowardice.
God damn it! Fucking imbecile. Ooh.
Okay, Braxis, take the dams. Sulk?
Yeah, so I was going also for Jeremiah since he was going for me.
Is he gonna dodge? Is he gonna dodge?
Oh!
Fending him off from both ends. Mike
Wow.
takes to Sulk. Damn it. Ron?
I will also charge Jeremiah. Why not?
It's not been working very well.
Cool. So Jeremiah fails to dodge. And gets what's your health now, Jeremiah?
Say again?
What's your health?
He's at 1.
Oh, nice. Cool. So that's Jeremiah.
I'm gonna attack Braxus.
Yeah, makes sense.
Why the fuck not? Oh, not great.
There he goes. Down the boar goes. Right, Math, you're up.
Oh, I knew it would come down to this. Mighty strike. Dutch Gobbler charges the Dwarf Warrior.
Yeah, sure. I'll
Gotcha.
back.
Imagine Ron's dwarf's
dear.
legs are looking really bowed.
Oh dear.
Okay, one apiece.
Carrying the dwarf.
Right. I think last one. I think we're just
Here we go.
head to head for the final one. Go. Ooh.
Oh.
And Ron is crowned the boar of boars.
I've heard
He's
him
the dwarf
called that
warrior.
before.
Yeah, that's John. John.
John of Horse.
After the boar joust, did you eat your mount?
So your mounts are all quite pierced, you could. The Boar of Boars, yeah, exactly.
These dwarves crawl out of the costumes now.
God!
I'm not gonna lie, my fucking neck is killing me.
How much do they get paid?
Jesus!
Wait, you guys are getting paid.
Here.
I like the elbow
I'm on an
talks, but dwarves
internship.
don't. Just say bird noise.
Yeah. Cool. Oh, that's great stuff. Okay, well done. As a prize, you get
Flight.
something else later on when I remember it. You get the power of flight. No.
You get to be the next boar.
Got the touch.
It's how they make the force stronger and stronger, basically.
Cool. So you pop back and and oh fuck, Lance turns to you and says, "Well, that was quite a match. Well done. I'm very impressed. We still have some more time to kill. You're welcome to give."
When is this pie the contest?
Oh, you want to try my pies, do you?
I'm hungry.
Cool. Well, I'll get my cream ready. Follow me this way.
Is there hypocrite
Don't do
racing?
it. Yeah. What do you mean hippogriff racing? They're just models for children to mount.
Man, I
They're
completely
fucking
misheard that.
fucking-
If we said immigrant racing, that's why.
I also understand something similar.
Oh my god. Okay, so the pie eating
favourite
contest.
pastime of the British. Immigrant racing.
Pie eating contest.
So if I
There's
win,
certain
do I get
rules.
passport? Passport, yes.
Oh my god!
So, these pies are made by me. I don't know if you're aware of this, but I'm a wild magic sorcerer. And each of these pies is imbued with my wilderness magic, as it were.
Look, immediately says, I'm in.
So, you're all welcome to take a seat around this spider, and I'll present you all with some pies.
Don't sit too close. If there's a fireball, it might be.
Oh, well, Braxis is sat in the fire, so
Dragonborn.
Nice here.
Actually, I think Brexis also resistant to fire.
Yep.
I hope so.
So Gordon, Brexis, and Silk, all three are resistant to fire.
Yeah, we made a lot of incredibly similar characters. We didn't sort of try and balance this at all.
This is from different sources, though.
So, pretty straightforward stuff. I wrote the rules there into the chat. Pies are made by a wild magic sorcerer. Each turn, a player can eat one pie by making a con save, +2 per pie already ate. They also roll percentile die with the result. If they fall unconscious or are forced to stop eating, they lose. There is a cleric nearby to heal you of any injuries sustained. I'm still cold. Fuck's sake. Cool. So, initiative rolls, please.
Yeah.
We need to tell you again. Alright.
I got this. Oh,
Oh?
descending. There we go. Got it. Nailed it. Okay, Sulk.
So, Constitution saving throw.
Con saving throw.
Nom nom nom.
Okay, cool. You easily withstand the effects of the first pie. It's quite easy. It's quite delicious, actually.
What's the DC for the first one, or are we not being told?
You're not being told,
Okay.
because it changes each round. Hence the
Joke.
Wild magic.
At the rest, does a thumbs up. Quite good. Good.
yeah. Don't worry. These are all normal pies. These are just mint pies.
Is it a con save, or do we have to just roll on the wild magic sort table each time until we can't?
No, it's a con save, and if you fail the con save, you roll a wild magic table then.
Ah. Cool. Should I go next?
think. Yeah, go for it.
For 15.
Yep, Braxis.
Adam, do you recognize the game?
Yes.
Yep, totally fine.
I recognise a lot of these games.
Right.
Eric, you did a circus thing yourself a while back.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah, the same way.
it's fine,
Yeah,
it's
I have
completely
the rules my rules open now.
Ah, fuck. Cool.
Don't
Stop
worry.
metagaming, Eric, you cheating bastard.
Oh, ball.
Nice.
I'm just looking because I didn't use.
Oh, Jeremiah. Roll me a D100, Jeremiah.
50.
Wow.
All right. You just feel slightly full. Slightly.
Terrible
You can still
magic
probably eat
pie.
more. Okay. Why is Praxis considerably bigger than everyone else?
What?
Happens.
It's the token.
He must have deleted his token and dragged it in anew. I don't know.
Maybe. Who knows? Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Water is slightly bigger.
Okay, cool. Next round, everyone roll.
No, he deleted his token and dragged it in anew. Because look how big my new Gordon is compared to the old Gordon.
I'm new Gordon now.
So do you want to ask that question again?
15.
Nice.
Don't talk to me or my son ever again.
Oh boy!
I'm growing.
Oh, shite.
Oh,
Nice. Okay.
As I grow
Roll a
big.
D100.
Gotta say, these pies are fucking terrible. A 7 on a D100.
oh my!
Well, as you swallow the pie almost whole, anything at all.
I didn't hear that. You cut out for me, sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. I said it disappears as it goes down your gullet. Each piece swallowed vanishes as if you've never even eaten it before.
Oh, cool. That'll lower my DC, which is what I need.
Certainly will. Exactly.
That's definitely not traditional magic. Wild magic, then, because I know what a 7 means in traditional wild magic.
Yeah, that. Anywho, that's that. Gordon, that's fantastic. Well done. I'm so proud of you. Praxis. 8. Cool, you fail. Give me roll 100.
Da-da-da-da. Okie doke. 67.
Nice. Cool. So it goes down your gullet, and you swallow it, and you feel sort of elated, as if you've been filled with a beautiful flurry of gas, as if it's a slightly more carbonated pie. And as this feeling kind of builds, and you feel this sort of heat building up inside you, your stomach begins to tear from the inside out, and it starts causing a rupture, and your stomach explodes. You take...
What the fuck?
Everyone stops. and
You
looks
take
at the
4
pie.
damage after
You
this.
take 10 damage as your stomach explodes.
Your stomach explodes, you
Hold it.
rupture, your insides are on the outside, 10 damage.
I hope someone's got a 7th level regenerate sitting around.
Yeah, there's a cleric immediately coming over and healing you. It's actually the owlbear.
Healing him once he's out,
He
right?
rocket boosts his way over to us.
He's completely out now. That's it. That's it.
Oh, okay.
Well,
It's
I'm
like
out.
you got blasted back out. You're out, man.
You can't
I
eat
thought I was
Um,
gonna have like fire farts and just ignite a hay bale or something.
No, you're fully healed and everything as well. You're taken care of. Run. You're up, my friend.
Aye.
You stomach it. You feel your stomach start to kind of rupture a small bit, but you hold it tight. You're like, nope.
tense around it.
Yeah, your abs kind of hug it, and you can see the outline of a pie in your stomach as it just gets crumbled. Jeremiah, you're up.
Oh dear.
A slightly squeaky fart manages to sneak out.
You're fine. Just. Cool. Okay, you pass as well. And Silk, you're up. It's the next round now. You're fine. Mega Gordon, what? You're fine.
He's eating so much that he.
Yeah. Ron?
Hear me, mortals.
Okay. Ron, you roll me a D100.
Oh man, I only had to consider my third pie.
Oh man, this sucks.
Right. No, dude.
I'm guessing that's not
I
good.
think that's a good noise.
Cool. You, my friend, vanish.
We've lost one.
He's gone. He vanishes.
We've lost an elephant, but we've gained a seat.
It happens with these games.
I think someone pickpocketed him.
From reality.
Pickpocket dimensioned.
You do wake up in another place, but I get to you in just a second. Jeremiah, you're up.
Oh god, you're in the fuck trailer.
with Mrs. Pimple.
Yeah. Jeremiah,
Can
you roll.
No, inside Heckett Jr.
Can I eating the pie?
Huh?
Can I try and fake eating the pie and just sort of scatter it around by my feet instead?
There's a lot of
I'm
people
really-
sat around watching you.
I know, but I'm a little concerned that something dicey is going on here.
So, give it a...
Really?
Yeah, sleight of hand, go for it. Okay, let me just give a quick...
On the board.
You cough and launch the pie over your shoulder, 30 feet into.
Point behind you. Hey, look, a three-headed monkey.
So, you successfully gobble it, but all the bits just fall to the wayside in the mess that's below you, as if you've eaten it, but you've eaten it with like raucous intent, and you successfully convinced everyone who matters that you've eaten the pie. Nothing happens. Just.
I've been in plenty of fights, plenty of battles, and sometimes it's smart to know when to yield. And he puts down his pie.
Oh. What's his name? Lance looks visibly disappointed, as if he really, really wanted you to keep on eating.
Aww.
Sulk.
So just keeps on eating. Num num num.
Braxis
Okay.
reaches over and eats
Roll a D100.
Goose pie.
43.
43. Interesting. Okay. You feel your skin start to sprout hair. In fact, it gets so long and grey that your fingers start to get obfuscated, and as you upturn your hands, look at your palms. There no longer are fingers there. Instead, you see hooves. And you look down at your legs, and your legs are also hooves. And you have these weird nipple things growing on your chest. You are now a goat.
Now Sarah Jessica Parker.
But a goat can eat a lot of things.
You certainly can, but you're out of the contest, I'm afraid.
All my attention
Mega
is fixed
Gordon.
on Jeremiah now.
All right.
Ah, Nat fucking won.
Right.
All right. Give me a roll in the D100.
So it starts to eat apples.
Yeah.
18. I like rolling low on D100s apparently.
That's incredible. I've never seen someone low. Okay, cool. So, for that specific one, let me just add it on here. So as you're eating it, each piece of the pie seems to replace itself as you eat more and more pie. But you actually manage to finish it, believe it or not. But you just feel really fucking bloated afterwards. And you feel like you're one step ahead of where everyone else would have been if they kept on eating. You feel really full.
Oh, even after my pie cleared itself out last time. Oh, I've caught up again. Okay.
That's it. It was basically a pie that replaced itself over and over again. Jeremiah.
I'm gonna eat this one.
Okay, cool.
21.
Yes, you are. Okay, you're completely fine, Jeremiah. Mega Gordon.
17.
You need to roll a D100 for me.
Oh, 79.
I like it. So, with that roll, let me just check my table. Okay, cool. As you swallow the pie, you feel it shrink. Not to like be invisible or anything like that, or just disappear, but it shrinks to the size of like a small little pill.
Small little.
You have advantage on your next Constitution saving throw.
Cool. Advantageous pie.
Jeremiah. Yeah.
I'm gonna eat this one.
Okay.
Fail.
D100.
4.
Damn.
Okay. With that one. You give me a second. Fuck, what does it say?
I don't know.
You are completely fine.
Excellent.
Boop, Mega Gordon.
A 22. Didn't need that advantage.
You're also completely fine. Fucking hell. Okay, final round, Jeremiah.
I'm gonna cheat.
Okay, go ahead. Mega Gordon, you're obviously eyeing him since he's your only opponent.
Yeah.
Give me an opposed.
Ooh. Ah, damn it.
You don't notice it, I'm afraid. You do manage to gobble down the pie without making it look.
Oh.
Yeah, give me roll a D100.
Well, at least I have my honour.
Who needs honor?
53.
53
I'd get on
gives you. Oh, interesting. Okay. You're completely fine. However, that pie that vanished earlier reappears in your gullet.
Oh no.
And you start to kind of try to swallow it down. It gets really, really difficult. And as you try to, you kind of gag a bit and bits come up. And Lance kind of stares at you and says, "Whoa. No upchucking." And says, "Jeremiah is the winner. Congratulations."
Oh, thank you. That was a good contest all round.
Well done, well done. Of course, that's what we do for all our contestants. It's a bit less dangerous, I suppose, but yes, let's carry on. Let's carry on.
Sorry, Floppers.
Mhm.
Quick one.
Lance, but yes.
Lance, apologies. Sulk seems to be a goat, and we've lost someone.
Have you? Not Lane, Lance.
It starts to nibble on the cloak of Juiced.
So as you kind of pat down, as you
I already hit the
down,
horn, so.
yeah, he's actually a goat. Cool. So we go over to who disappeared again?
Ron.
Ron. That was it. Okay, Ron, my friend, you appear. Wait, you can't see this. I'm just going to pop you over here.
Elephant son.
That's a dwarf warrior. Fuck's sake, no.
He's just floating around in the dark like 2001 Space Odyssey. Just
Run. Ron, you appear right here.
Where is? Oh, okay.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You are in the middle of this stage. And you are all alone. There is no one else here.
No, I'm down by a grid again. No.
I actually got one that was actually plain for this one.
Yeah. No, look at
Yeah, so what do you
those
want to do?
chairs.
Yeah, those chairs are actually giant. They're enough for like 4 or 5 people.
I mean, if it's dark in here, I'm also blind because I can't see shit.
Son of a bitch. Why does not everyone have fucking dark vision? Cool.
I mean,
okay.
I can see the map, but I mean, if this is a dark place.
So-
I mean, I got to see it.
So it's dark, but it's not like pitch black. You could feel around, and you could probably see like a couple of feet in front of your face.
We'll do that.
Or do that. Yeah. So as you turn on the light, it's as if the light catches along the lights on the side of the stage,
Mhm.
and they switch on as if it detects movement. So the lights,
Infrared light.
not infrared, but it picks up that you've turned on the lights, and the place lights up.
Ooh, that's a hot pink.
Yeah.
Ugh. Because it's not my kind of. Yes.
You're a lone little elephant in the stage.
Okay. I'll try and walk down. Are these stairs? I seem like I don't.
There are these stairs, yeah.
Sure. I'll try and
You can walk off the stage, yeah.
Sure.
Cool. So as you walk through, nothing happens as such. You just, take in your surroundings. This area is, for want of a better word, the stage, the ringside seats of the main circus. You deduce that the actual festivities and the show happens here. You have access to this area to investigate if you'd like. But you seem to be just on the way out. Is there anything you'd like to do before you head on all the way out? Because you do see the actual entrance, which is beyond these chairs.
Fuck me, those chairs are huge, and people made fun of my 2 foot
wait,
wide chairs.
Wait, have I been transferred through dimensions and shrunk? At the same time?
No, you haven't. No,
You're
these
going
are
to come
just
out with a
giant chairs.
tiny elephant.
Yeah.
Oh, I kind of want to be like just the tiny elephant. Okay. Sure, I'll take a look around. Fear me.
Yeah.
I am wrong.
Ron.
I'll take a look around and just have a cast my BD elephant eye over stuff.
Sure.
Yeah.
Give me a BDI check.
I only do that because my BDI is clearly not
boy.
doing too well.
Yeah, so the lights are fairly bombastic. So as you look around, it kind of shines in your eyes every so often. You suspect that it's actually there to keep the performers from being too stage fright or fraught. Anyway, you don't really notice anything of any interest on your way out.
Okay, I head out.
So you travel towards the chairs and you head into the outside.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the chairs all mimics now. You head on the outside, which it's still daytime, so you're all good. Daytime. You're just basically getting lay of the land on your own, and you head into this area.
Oh, blimey.
Beyond this little pathway straight ahead of you, you can see the kind of the shanty village where all the games and stuff are happening. So this is just the pathway from the shanty village, the entrance to the circus, and behind you is where the big top is.
Right. Okay.
So as you're walking through this path, you take in the surroundings. There's a tent to your left and to your right.
Mm-hmm.
Each one has various kind of things for sale, I suppose, for when the guests arrive. So you have those kind of things you swirl around in your hand to make the clapping noise, the rah, 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 rah thing. The cheering noise. You have those kind of poles you smack together to make it look like you're clapping, but you're clearly just slow. You have
Is there a vuvuzela?
Yeah. Ye olde vuvuzela. You have a cart over here with a whole box full of apples. These apples look fairly disgusting. You reason that the Pimple, Madame Pimple, probably had her hand on these and is trying to make them for sale for later on, but no one seems to be buying them.
Lovely.
Is there anything you'd like to do as you walk through this delightfully oversized place?
And if there's stuff for sale, I'd take a look.
Yeah.
at what it is, but if it's just the things listed, then
It's for sale, but no one's there. You can.
Oh, okay.
You can take a peek around.
I was more just having a nosy and see what they had for sale. Just curious.
So for sale, they obviously have those apples again.
Mm.
But the grand majority of them are all in the box unused over in the cart. And then over in the shops area, you have basically the same thing in each shop. You know, you have like a table with like a crystal ball on it. You assume that the owlbear sits down there and reads fortunes before the show. You have various, like, I don't know, rotten vegetable stands where people buy shit in there as well to throw at the performers. You have those kind of mock microphones you get them as a kid when you used to shout inside them. It goes rah, 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 kind of voxel boxes essentially. You've also like little tiny teddies, teddy bears. What would you call them? Little tiny fucking models? No, stuffed toys. There we go. Stuffed toys of the performers. So you have one for Lance you've seen already with little fire coming out of its hands. You have one for the owlbear, which is like this tiny little owlbear. It looks really sad and angry at the same time. And it has a hat for some reason.
Does the hat have corks on it?
You damn well better it does, or I bet it does. And you also have the ringleader.
Oh, I really want a bad grumpy owlbear plush.
Yeah, plush. That's what they're called, plushies. Anyway, yeah, that's what the entire area is. You have your apples, you have your plushes, and you have your sales stands.
If there's no one to buy it from, I'll leave it, but I will be coming back later for my owlbear plush.
Cool. Yeah, not a bother. I should have made one of those. Cool. So you make your way downtown.
Making my way downtown. Cruising.
Yeah, you head
downtown,
back.
Racing fast, faces passing, I'm homebound.
Keep on.
You hear back.
Ripping away out of the spider.
Yeah.
In the middle of the fire.
Am I still a goat?
Oh yeah, sorry. Time has passed, and you didn't immediately turn back into a goat, but various bits of you start turning back into a goat.
You were a llama for
time.
a short period, and then a
penguin.
then a dwarf.
This really weird. Yeah. So you're back to normal. You're completely fine, except for the extra nipples,
Oh god.
which occasionally leak.
Oh,
Do
cool.
they have goat horns instead of the tiefling horns, or have they changed?
Both.
You got one of each.
Yeah. That's actually a really awesome image. So, yeah? Oh, sorry.
Okay.
So, yeah, you're back.
Hey, Ron, you made it. Where'd you go?
I must have walked on from somewhere. I was like, just at the big top. I sound like an imbecile. That's not what I was going for. I was at the big.
The big tent?
Yeah, just gestures of thumb towards whichever direction I just came from. Like up here, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, so you would have come from this
there?
location up here.
Yeah.
where did you come from?
Yeah.
Where did you go?
Where did you come
Can't
from?
I run?
Ron Aja.
So Lance comes back in and he says, well, I trust you enjoyed your game. It's delightful to welcome you aboard this troop. Do you all feel welcome?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can these healers do something about this? And I point to the extra nipples.
Sure. One of the healers, or kind of the owlbear, comes over and kind of pecks them off.
Oh.
God damn. You hear like from behind the tent like, oh, god damn it! I thought you'd do magic, not this way!
He heals you up afterwards, don't panic, wuss.
Closes the wounds.
In fairness, people would pay a lot of money for that usually, so you should be honoured.
Yeah, it's okay.
Fantastic stuff. So Ron kind of kicks back, or not Ron, Lance kicks back and is like, hey, so before we kind of head on over to the big top, you got any questions for me?
Where are all the rest of the people? The other staff, apart from Owlbear and
The
Mrs.
dwarves.
Well, honestly, they're kind of scared. They're they don't want to be around. There's a lot of I don't know if you've heard, but I don't want to, discourage you from joining us or anything. But there's possibly a few thieves among us.
Oh no.
Among you.
Wait, so where are they hiding from the thieves?
Don't ask me. They're probably around the city or something.
And you're not scared?
Me?
Yeah.
Isn't to be. I've nothing valuable.
Pragmatic approach.
Can't be robbed if you've got nothing to steal.
Can't be wrong.
He is definitely not.
Yeah.
And he sort of says, he definitely does say, look, there's obviously a lot going on here, and I barely know you, so I don't feel comfortable sharing things with you. So if that's everything, if you've no other further questions about the job.
I mean, then have the Gemini starts just asking like random questions about like the working conditions and stuff, but in Thieves' Camp, he's just gonna say, dispersed among it, he's gonna say, can you understand me? Are you a friend?
These can't remind me that that's a,
you can weave it into other.
It's a language
other
only thieves
uses.
speak.
Yeah, so it's a language that if you're rogue, you get it. But
Okay.
only rogues get it.
So how would you tell that he understands you?
If he can say innocuous stuff back and weave it in as well,
If he speaks it as well.
if he speaks it,
If he wants to.
Okay.
and if he wants to, that is.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you say this to him,
Mhm.
and he kind of doesn't directly acknowledge it.
Mhm.
But he turns to Gordon and Braxis and Juiced and starts talking about something else. You overhear and in those words you do hear something coming back, saying, "You want to cut?"
Sounds like this might be a fun place to be. And obviously, he supposes, yeah, I'll help.
And then he turns to Jeremiah, and not Jeremiah. He turns to Ron, and it's like, sorry about the teleporting. And interspersed within that, he says, "I'll see you at the entrance to the big top at the start of the show."
Well, he got a lot into that very brief sentence.
He sounds amazing.
Kind of
body
uses his
language.
fingers between his legs and stuff.
Yeah.
Taps his tongue a bit, clicks his neck, or I don't know.
Cool. Good. Yeah. I think we're gonna enjoy being here. Seems like a nice crew you've got. Shame about
Yeah.
the fear, but hopefully, if we move on and we do some stuff, then that'll go away.
Yeah, hopefully it's
Nice
just this
setup.
area. I assume they're probably just locals trying to take advantage.
Cool. Wow.
The other way around.
Who knows? But yes, welcome aboard, everyone. I'm sure we're going to be very profitable together. And he throws a sly wink your way, Jeremiah.
Oh, God.
Not in a sexual way. Why is everything I do sexual?
We don't know, Ross. We don't know.
Curse
And then,
my naturally sexy behaviour. I can't
Says,
help
I'll-
it.
He says, "I'll see you tonight."
Yeah.
And he wanders off.
Can we maybe have a short break?
Yeah, absolutely. This is exactly where we're going to end.
Are we
So
going
I'll
to
come
end?
back here for about... Not end. No, God, no. We'll come back for 10:05.
Cool.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Cool.
You.
Hello.
Low.
Welcome back, Gordon.
Hey.
That was, by the way, why I initially asked, like, Art Eats, is this pie eating contest magical? Because I think it's like one of the first games it shows up if you look for Carnival Games D&D or something.
God damn it.
No, like it is very difficult to come up with this game. And I think you definitely twist them around because the rules I used, I think, were different. Although I might have
changed it around as
mine
soon as you said the thing.
Oh, okay. Well, I changed my things already.
Yeah.
I'm surprised we haven't had people using the same maps as each other yet.
That's going to happen either way. Although I'm making my own maps so far. Well, not except for today's session.
I recognised that had Big House when we did over the weekend. But that's just because it's from like a big map maker.
Yeah, it's from the Roll20 Marketplace as well, or at least it is on the Marketplace as well.
Gabriel Picard.
Yeah.
I bought quite a few of his packs.
I'm making some large maps for my games now. I'm considering on posting them on the forum or something.
Let's see. Yo.
Also, I'm trying to add goat horns now to my token in Photoshop.
No, just one goat horn.
Is there only one goat horn?
How do
What? What was that? Killian?
It's probably on the music.
Hello?
Yeah, I think it was something in the background on Killian's mic.
Yeah, headset's getting fucked.
It's fine. There's
probably why.
there's random kind of. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, I opened a tab that had a video played in.
Oh, right, it was a video playing through your headset. Got it.
Yeah.
Do we need to start fun to get Killian in units?
I just need to go in some place and actually get one.
I suppose you don't really have Amazon, do you? God damn.
Okay, everyone's back except for
Okay,
Ron and Kev.
I'm here. I never left,
Oh.
motherfucker.
Sorry, you didn't be. I just didn't know what to think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh yeah, just kidding. Splendid. So, yeah. I was going to apologize again, but I don't feel like that's necessary. I'm
Stop
sorry.
apologising.
I know, exactly.
Man, remember when Jess used to do that? Just constantly
Uh.
apologising for fucking nothing. Don't do that. Don't be Jess.
Okay.
I feel like we should, where there's some rules we should embody just somewhere like on the server, just with no context. Just don't be a Jess.
Don't be a Jess. Don't be a John. Definitely don't be a Michelle. Try not to be an Adam or a Matt.
We've already got those positions covered.
I hope that doesn't. Do you see what popped up there by any chance? That's
No, I'm working.
Yeah, what's that? Nope. No. Oh, just there's some junk.
Oh, that worked. We're good. I had all these character sheets prepared, and I was like, they're not working anymore. What the fuck?
Well, the music is telling me shit has stepped up a notch.
Yeah, it's like this is the carnival of
It's
your life.
the first song is called "Step Through the Portal," which I think is kind of apt.
The dwarves singing.
Yeah.
Hey, you thought it was fine to ride us round dressed as goats? Well, now we're gonna have a wee bit of revenge.
Who's the Tokus looking scared with his goat horns.
It's actually just like the uprising. The dwarves go in, free all the animals, they free Hecate Jr.
Rise up! Rise up, my abomination!
Well, we're currently in Stormwind, so
Shit. You're free to doctor the music. I don't mind.
It's cool music.
that's a hell of a
Making
medley.
pancakes, making bacon pancakes.
Oh.
Tiptoe through the window of the garden.
So long as it isn't that
where I'll
goddamn
be.
Pokemon theme thing, anything but that.
Well, the rock
The
cover of
Pokemon theme.
Pokemon.
I don't know, there was a Pokemon thing, the one that turned up for the while. I think it was Michelle who kept putting like Pokemon playlists on the battle music, and it was just like, oh god. I can't take it. Make it stop. Like, I like Pokemon, you know, grew up as a kid, but dear god, no.
It's not exactly D&D material.
No, quite high-pitched.
Got you.
Get it?
It's difficult to add goat horns in style.
Oh, he's here.
This token.
Wonderbar.
Did you just say Wonderbar?
Wunderbar.
I don't even know my accent half the
Delicious.
time. Cool.
Wunderbar, said the Swiss man.
So, time has passed. It is now nighttime.
Time is also future.
It is a good 15 minutes, maybe half an hour before the big show starts. And people are crowding around and queuing up. The regular staff is back on site again, and they've set up around the usual spots. They all look nearly identical because of their makeup. Their makeup makes them look like small little dwarves.
Small little.
Small little dwarves. Big, huge.
At some point,
Big massive.
here, I would have let everyone know that Lance is dodgy as fuck, and I'm going to be meeting up with him.
Not just dodgy as fuck.
Beforehand.
Gotcha. That's fair enough. Yeah, everyone is aware that Lance is dodgy
I'm
as
good.
fuck.
I'm also feeling very small.
Oh, Widdoms.
There we go.
Feel free to delete your characters and bring it back. Poor little Jeremiah.
I think I'm still the same size. Oh, am I Mega Gordon? I am Mega Gordon. Oh, good. So I was already big.
There's a grit in here, that's why.
Yeah.
Cool. So,
Hello, Paul.
what would you like to do? So this area looks very familiar to you, Ron. However, it is now nighttime, so I suppose the lights look different to you.
Depends, are elephants colourblind?
How the fuck would we know?
Were these the scents which are selling all the
I'm gonna go buy my owlbear plush.
Elephants colorblind.
I will also buy one.
How much is an owlbear plushie? Oh, fucking.
600 gold pieces.
Your staff, they're free.
Oh,
Oh!
Hey.
I'm adding that to my character sheet.
yeah, I'm adding a token for every game I play.
Somebody ping Matt and tell him you missed out on a free owlbear plushie.
Owlbear.
Yep, elephants can only see in the red and green spectrum.
Well, there you go. That was a joke, but cool.
So for your favourite colour, you literally had a big 2.
Everyone gets one of
There were shades.
these
Have
You ever seen it?
you googled owlbear plushie so that you can make us suspicious?
No, he's literally got an owl bear down here.
Oh,
Everyone gets one of these little babies.
That's adorable.
Oh wow, is that one of the giants? Like, you know,
It's a giant plushie.
4-foot plushie. slightly,
Hello.
slightly
Oh,
scowly owl bear.
it comes complete with claws, beak, and murderous
Massive arms.
attitude.
Mark,
Okay.
how did you not call it a skull bear?
Ah, damn.
I'm so sorry. That was amazing.
Yeah, no, I totally
Like,
missed
if you push it, it does the voice of the other owlbear.
And if it makes noise, you call it the growl bear.
So every oh my god, yes! Every time you press it, a little fire comes out of its arse.
that. That's your lighter. That's not a plushie. It's a novelty lighter.
You start
And
digging with it, it turns into the trowel bear.
Every time you press the
You can
stomach,
dry
it
yourself
goes,
with it. It's towel bear.
You're all going to die. Yeah. Free potion working at the circus. Exactly. That's your payment. Yeah. So that's that.
I've googled owlbear plushies now. There are many to choose from.
Oh, delightful.
Yes.
And they are completely imbued with all of the things that our Pirius Owlbear friend came with.
Are they colorblind?
Okay, Google that. Owl bears.
Owl bears.
Are plushies colorblind?
As you're getting these plushies and you're like stuffing them all into your pockets, the staff are looking at you and they're like, "Can we help you?"
Yes.
Yeah, these are some
Hold my pocket open.
pretty
for me.
nails. These are some pretty nails-looking stuff. I mean, look at that dude. He's got a bandana and a fucking menacing grin on his face. Like 3 massive earrings. You know, he's got tusks for earrings. I'm offended.
Cool.
Yeah, I think we're here to take part in the festival circus thing.
The
I know
carnival.
my terminology.
The
Don't
carnival
challenge
festival.
me.
If you can't
Sorry.
tell by my makeup, I'm a clown.
Describe your makeup.
White face.
Yeah, just white face. That's it. No, face painted white. Obviously, a big red nose. Got a huge
Where's the nose?
shit-eating grin. Where's my nose?
Oh.
It's in the middle of my fucking
Where'd you-
face. Where else would my nose be?
On your chin.
Just
Have you
Chin
seen
nose.
clowns before? They're not Picasso paintings.
Mm.
Oh my god.
Big,
that'd be a great clown.
big grin done in red and very sharp eyebrows, sort of exaggerated.
Oh,
Actually,
beautiful, beautiful.
that was the thing I wanted. So, how much longer? When are we going to perform? Do we know that? In how much
You're
time?
going to perform in half an hour once the show starts.
Yeah, I would. Before that, I would have disguised self of myself.
Okay, so
to look
you
different.
You want to take 2 stress for that?
Yes. I can also catch it free once per day, but I will. I'm definitely stressed. The reason he
Yeah.
does that is that if he throws a knife in someone, he's not. That person is not going to confuse, accuse Silk. The person he changed in a random tiefling he saw on the streets.
No confidence in your own abilities. Just in case I'm going to wear this elaborate disguise.
Hey,
Just turn into a weregoat.
I turn into a weregoat.
Cool, okay. Fucking hell.
Who stabbed you? It's some fucking goat with a dagger.
Turn into another member of the party.
So we have an elephant, a goat. Yeah, cool.
Jurgen, the devil.
So these guys who are eyeing you up are like, oh, looks like they fucking hire anyone these days.
Well, yeah. That's
Look,
how we
look
got
at-
the job.
So just looks at me and just like, nah. And walks
Plain.
further on.
Explains how you're getting paid anyway.
Oh,
We get paid because we're family.
Friends.
Like
Wait.
you.
Ah,
You
That
pay
explains why all you butt fuckers look the same.
Oh god.
we're here to make friends and help people.
Jesus Christ.
Everyone just stops to turn to look at Brax.
I now understand the tense music.
Just for the record, folks, I don't know him.
Hey, Wait, this isn't friendly jabbing between co-workers. I was told that's how this works. Insult each other.
Who
Right.
Who told you that?
You think fucking people in the butts is friendly?
Well, it depends on the folk.
Well, some folk it's the only option, you know.
Praxis is a stand-up comedian, by the way. A foul one. He's part of the humorous part of the thing. You know, the night after all the people have left.
He goes on first. He sets them up. After that, they'll laugh at anything.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I thought Ron was the clown.
Oh, I'm the clown, but he's the village idiot.
I'm known to spit fire.
Ooh, dope ass rhymes.
Dude, you're fucking dropping these sick lines. Cool. Alright. Well, good luck, I suppose. Break a leg. Keep an eye on your pockets.
Yeah, I heard about that. What's the deal?
Nature's pockets.
What's the deal with pockets?
Praxis walks away.
Pockets. How do they work?
What's the deal? Well, someone's yanking our money.
But like just from your purses, or before it gets to you?
Well, we collect the money from the patrons, and we sit inside. And as you sit there, obviously the money is being taken. As well as that, our patrons, they're getting their money nicked as well, directly from beneath them.
Jeez, I sure hope they don't do that to me. I've got about 300 gold in my pocket, and I don't want that going missing. You know, as being the wealthy, unpassive person I am, perceptionally wise, that'd be really unfortunate.
Someone should have set up a bank in this town. Probably profitable.
Gordon, give me a perception.
Okay. Also, I don't have any money in my pocket. That's why I'm lying.
Yep.
14.
Cool. As you're saying all this, and you're trying to, go with how much money you have, and you kind of do a jingle, you do manage to deceive them. And you also perceive that as you're doing so, they kind of look at one another and kind of do a quick smirk, and kind of just talk back to you and say, just keep that safe, sir. Keep that safe. Keep your hands in those pockets. Protect that money. And in between the talking, Jeremiah, you can hear them talking to each other in Thievescant. And they're like, we got an easy one.
Okay.
I won't put my hands into these pockets too forcefully. They're kind of flimsy, this clown trousers. They're not very sturdy. This material's a bit weak, but got to keep my money on me. I keep it in platinum as well. It makes it a lot easier to transport around.
Non-sequential, non-traceable platinum.
Anyway, I've got to carry these 17 custard pies, so I'll see you guys later. They kind of obscure my vision a bit. Excuse me, guys.
Cool. Okay, is there anything else you want to do before you head in?
No, I feel like I've set us up there enough.
Yeah, cool.
As Jeremiah goes past me, I'm like, Jeremiah, keep an eye on me. I've made myself a very prime target for those boys if they're the ones doing it.
I have no idea what you're talking about, friend.
Okay, I'll get somebody else to do it then. Anybody got a brain cell? Oh, Braxis. Anybody else? Oh, Jesus, slim pickings.
Sorry. No mirrors here.
I played it up.
Cool.
They'll be keeping an eye on me.
As you pass, you see the one guy who looks different to everyone else, with a massive shit-eating grin on his face, staring at you, licking his lips as you pass.
Blow him a kiss.
Just gonna say,
boy, you got a
wink
pretty mouth.
I'm a goat now.
He kind of bows down and doesn't maintain eye contact with the bow, as if to throw shade.
That shows
If
trust.
you could bow sarcastically, he does so.
Never take your eyes off your opponent.
Exactly.
Well, should we go inside then, gang, and get ready for our performance?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ron, you'll need to get naked, obviously.
Cool. Just copy yes.
Big grey elephant dong, swinging free.
Already a weregoat.
Boop.
Secondary trunk.
You can pick up apples with it.
Once I reckon we're out of earshot, I'll whisper to everyone, "Oh, we are so fucked, it's all of them."
And we just all laugh at you. It's all of them. Don't be ridiculous.
I'm not going to.
Can be all of them.
Is this all the like gritted teeth that are walking through a load of them? Just
Oh no, I'm small again.
Here you go. I don't have a million different tokens, but you just imagine people are like all sitting in these seats. On top of them, there's like 4 or 5. Some which is full
4 or 5
families.
people to a seat.
Yeah, exactly. They're huge.
Actually, that'd be quite a novelty. Just these massive seats that everybody has to share.
The theme is like it's a small world after all. But the difference is you're the world. What?
You were the
I don't know
world
how
all
it's gonna-
along.
Yeah, that's it. The world is bigger than everyone else. So you enter into this big, massive ringside, and you're passing through all these people who are merrily eating candy. They're jeering, laughing, waiting for the big show to begin. And you have the stage directly in front of everyone. You know your jobs. You know that we have Brax. He's going to be performing some fire tricks. Juiced, he's going to be doing some massive strength tricks. You have Jeremiah, who's going to be a magic man in card tricks. You have Gordon, who's going to be the clown to warm up the audience. You have the Runner Star, who's going to be the freak. You have...
Wait, what?
No, he's the petting zoo.
Yeah, man.
I thought I was also lifting shit. What?
Yeah, you're lifting everyone's spirits. And you have Sulk, who's the knife juggler.
The knife juggling weregoat.
Knife juggling weregoat. That's fucked up. Cool. So, where would you like to position yourselves for this show?
Do we
Most
see
likely on
anyone
the stage.
Yeah, is any other
You-
staff around, or is it just like people are standing in here and no staff is around?
So, there is quite a few staff. If you want to do a perception check to try and pick them out amongst the crowd.
Oh, they're plants.
Have a quick look. Alright, yeah, so Jeremiah and Gordon, you start noticing amongst the crowd familiar faces. Specifically... Oh,
I was just a
Nice.
bit late.
Not
On the
wrong.
uptake.
yeah, and in the roll. You start noticing... Yeah, you start noticing some... Oh, fuck's sake. What bar are you on? Why is there an extra Ron?
We don't know what you're doing.
What?
There's a Ron and
Oh.
2 nobodies.
Are you just putting in random people? Oh, you're so kind. So, scattered amongst the crowd, in what can be described as strategic positions, are quote-unquote staff. Getting ready to, as you know, do the action, do the do.
You mean
They were
rob
just-
the people?
Behind every single class, there's just one member of staff lines up, ready to steal. In perfect unison.
Hand already prepared before they sit down, so perfectly inserts into their pocket.
The ringmaster comes out and goes 3, 2, 1, and steal! Right, now we can start the show.
This is a large group for just the starting town of criminals. You have this whole scheme.
Fuck me, there's a lot of them.
Oh man.
Dear, awesome, love it.
Hey Adam,
Yeah,
you recording?
yeah.
Okay, I won't say anything.
Okay. So you want nobody
You,
watching these fucking things.
I don't know, man. I'll lose my chance to becoming the Pope someday.
You may come in the pokes someday, you know.
I believe I was supposed to chat to somebody before coming in here.
Yeah, Lance. Let me just grab Lance's character there. 1 second.
Yo, not Floppus.
Hello.
So,
I see.
so what's the deal, Frank?
Yeah, it's pretty straightforward, really. Your gang are going to distract the audience while our men take the score.
Cool, I can do that. And
So-
the idiots up on stage won't know shit.
Exactly. We'll keep it out of their eyes. They keep entertaining, and we split the bounty.
Ah, nice gig. I'm sure I can give you a hand. I can probably distract the people on stage and all. Should they look like they
That'd be
notice or
ideal.
anything?
Keep it that way, and we'll have ourselves a lucrative journey ahead of us.
Sounds like a plan.
And the rest of your team in on this as well.
Nope, they don't know shit. So feel free to. I can make sure that they don't find out.
I mean, I can get them killed later on if you prefer.
If they notice something. At the moment, they're
Alright.
just kind of useful idiots.
Perfect. Oh, as long as that's set up. As long as they're set up as the fall guys, that's all that really matters. Pleasure doing business with you. What's your name again?
Jacob.
Jacob. Perfect. Well, see you soon.
Have we seen the ring leaders or whatever it is anywhere?
No, you haven't. They are out of sight, in fact.
Why do I keep using Jacob as a fucking name? Patrick uses it as well.
The ringleader, what's their name again? It is written down here.
Yeah.
Mr. Lady Man.
It's Quirt. Quirt Lady the Ringmasteress.
Court lady, the ring master.
I
Shit, I just realised I
neglected
should
to
have
make
been
a
writing all this
character
down
for
for the
that.
fucking story thing. Carry on. Bastards. I have to use my memory.
I have it written down anyway, so we're good.
Oh, cool. That'd be awesome.
Boop. So this is our ringleader. Boop. Boop. I've imported like loads of the take creatures.
So I'm going to gather everyone for a huddle. So come on, we've got to go and dig ourselves up before the big show. And see if I can gather everyone together for sort of rousing.
Jeremiah pep talk.
Yeah, Jeremiah pep talk.
Ah, excellent. Quirt is on stage. She's like gesturing to everyone to get ready for the big show.
Yeah, so I'm getting everybody ready. Come on, we're going to be great. This is going to end up in a fucking fight. You reckon you can do this? I'm going to try and point out the people in the crowd.
Excuse me. So,
What, do you mean that entire crowd you're pointing at?
No, he's not pointing at anyone. He will make it obvious.
It's like 50% of the.
I did say imagine a lot of people out there. I imagine it's not 50%, more like
do
49.
you imagine that Kurt is involved in this, or is she unknown?
I don't know.
I think I know why they're not making a lot of money. The half of their audience is their own family.
Plus they're giving out owlbear plushes to everyone.
Yeah, they just to lie and say you work for them. They just give them to you.
sorry, now I'm just fixing the next
You're all
part.
ready for the show?
Mm-hmm.
Come
Gordon
on.
squeaks his nose. Yeah, I'm ready.
Perfect. Excellent stuff. So, the ringleader, Quirt, sends her second in command across the stage, and she raises her hands and she starts a countdown. 3, 2, 1, and the lights suddenly roar to life.
3, 2, 1, steal.
And
Oh, my hand on my pocket. Especially the daggers.
You're temporarily blinded as you hear the crowd erupt into cheer and a rustle of and a rush of all the cohorts essentially rush towards the stage.
I wasn't expecting.
And everyone's cheering, completely oblivious to what's just gone on.
Wow. So much for allocated seating, right?
The crowd is still evenly dispersed around the place. I'll just copy and paste more of them.
You
So
can
we're
just
doing
select
this
a bunch
now?
and do copy paste. But anyway, can we say during the prep time after I declared that I had like a shit ton of money on me, I was able to at least whip up a few copper pieces, whatever, to put in my pocket.
Yeah.
Because I want to do some clowny stuff with them.
Sure. Where are you? You are Mega Gordon. So,
Mike, you're so quiet.
Sorry.
me? Sorry.
No,
Mike,
me.
you're not Mike. You're
Oh.
Ross.
Yeah, but I'm using a mic.
Stop using mic.
So, as the lights roar to life, you see the Greg come up behind you. He's like, keeping those pockets safe, clown.
I squeak my nose. Yeah. Should we get to this clowning stuff? Entertaining?
Yeah, go entertain the crowd.
Well, I'll do it from the stage. That's kind of... Oh, bye. Do you want me to go up first, guys?
Quark gestures towards you and says, go ahead.
Cool. So Gordon sort of walks sort of sloppily towards the stage, walks up, trips over the edge of the stage, lands face first, and a few of the coins spill out. And he goes, "Oh!" Squeaks his nose twice. That was careless. Picks up all the coins, puts them in his pocket.
He fell and hurt himself.
Shuffles, takes out one of his custard pies, and he's going to try his mage hand pie trick where he holds the pie up, pretends to in slow motion throw it, and then uses his mage hand to hold it and slowly move it through the air. Then he's going to quickly, while it's floating around, run around it to here and wait, but it's moving very slowly. Like he has to cast mage hand a good few more times for it to slowly get to him. In the meantime, he lies down on the floor, pretends to have a sleep. Gets up, looks at his watch, looks at the pie, and eventually it gets to him and it just slowly smushes against his face. Then he does a bit more clowny stuff. That's kind of the whole routine I'd worked out in my head.
Give me a performance, please.
I will do that. And you know what? Just for you, I'll roll
It's
shit for
advantage.
it. Oh, you got advantage.
That's
thank
okay.
you.
Yeah,
I'll still roll
that was
shit,
awesome.
don't worry. Oh, 17. That's
That was
not too bad.
fantastic. The crowd snickers incessantly.
That's
Twas-
nearly as good as laughing. Thank you, everyone.
One kid is like, "You're my hero."
Thanks, son. Tell your mother I said hi. I move back to the edge of the stage, and for my final bit, I'll fall off the edge of the stage.
Everyone actually erupts in laughter at that point and cheers. And
You hurt yourself again.
as you do so, this crowd over here, whoop-bam, these guys.
Yeah.
They're laughing so heartily and merrily that you can hear their pockets jingle.
Like we're in a dimension where the sound of coin has been amplified.
Jemima, are you
Court.
aware that you've got a massive erection right now? It's quite disturbing.
I could hear it. Stop. Quirt is kind of getting suspicious of that jingling.
I will stand up and then stand next to him and go, right, who's up next?
Next is Juiced.
Hoo-hoo.
Yeah, I'll go up on stage and my presumably pre-prepared giant weights are there ready to roll.
Naturally.
Sorry, quick question. Is this entire section down here essentially one big lump of crowd? Or is it just
Where?
on the, just like
Around the stage, I think.
all this?
So-
Yes.
Is it standing
Yes.
and stuff? Cool. I'm gonna go and insinuate myself amongst the crowd.
Okay.
Back behind here.
Sure.
You artificially insinuate yourself.
So I would like to know why Headscarf just walked towards me when I went up on stage.
Yeah, so Headscar, or fucking Greg, he walks towards you
Fucking Greg.
and he says, "Need a hand."
Nope. You can wander back down to your appointed place.
Sure, we'll have words later. Don't do anything funny.
Yeah, that's my job.
Wanders off. So sad. Cool. Just do your thing.
Yeah,
Strength check, please.
Would I do it as athletics?
Whichever one is better for you. Holy crap.
Oof.
So, you dexterously lift up 2 giant weights, and you kind of pull one of those flat knee poses as you hold it. And the crowd goes absolutely wild as the lights like highlight your biceps, and their shadows are projected against the sides of the big top. You are shown as a demigod amongst men, and people are lapping it up. Some of the kids are like, "Oh my god, Dad, why don't you look like that?" And some others are like crying
Fuck
because
you,
it's so
kid.
majestic. It's yours. It's your kid.
Blame your mother.
And some of the women are even swooning. One of the dudes over here, this guy, boop, actually swoons.
Oh.
Oh, blood.
You hear this massive kind of jingle, and as he does hit the ground, the coins roll out from his pocket, and Lance kind of walks over and starts kicking the coins, underneath him, trying to hide them.
It's like he's just kicking the body.
He's like, no, and he's like gesturing to the rest of the crowd, or to his men, to clean it up, and he says, Jeremiah or Jacob,
I'm on it.
and it says nothing to see here, and he gestures to continue on.
I'll pick up the coins.
Juiced, you have successfully distracted the crowd. Anything else you'd like to do?
I'd like to whisper to Gordon. We're literally surrounded by the bad guys. Why aren't we?
Because the show must go on. Let's ascertain guilt first before we start killing. I might make this continually part of my character now. I quite enjoy the nose. Not gonna lie, the makeup's a bit much, but the nose, that works.
Connected with that aspect of things.
Just an L.
And the first thing he does is check how flammable.
It depends.
Is it wood?
It actually isn't. It's cobble. It's like cobblestone essentially.
Okay.
But the outer rim of it is wood.
Right. So Braxis is gonna. First part of it, he's gonna take out a flask of oil and start
Lovely, this
spinning
plan.
around, and creates this little just kind of splashes around him, and then he's going to start using fire. He's got like long tassels on his armor, like lots of long flowing cloth kind of straps coming out from underneath his armored plates, and he's going to light the edge of all of them on fire as he shoots fire out from his mouth towards the floor.
As I said, no risk of him hurting any of the people.
Yeah.
They're perfectly fine. And
So,
then he's going to start spinning around as he blazes dragon fire out from his mouth, igniting all the oil around him as it like pops and explodes.
Wow. So it's completely surrounding you, and you're like hidden inside the flames.
Yeah.
So that too casts a magnificent shadow. Your dragonic form.
Gordon's going to rush the stage dressed as a fireman to help out, give him advantage, and throw... Oh no, he's not going to green flame blade him. He's going to throw a bucket of cinnamon over the dragon. Again, just to try and give him advantage.
Yeah. He tastes amazing afterwards. The cinnamon actually changes color of the flame to like a deep green and kind of brown, which further accentuates the ridiculousness of your look on stage. And instead of laughs or screams or like shouts of awes, it's gasps of horror as the flames engulf you.
Yeah. And as they completely come up and cover me, Brax is going to let out the most blood-curdling roar he can as he dashes forward and tries to put out as many lights as he can around him as possible.
Okay, as in the stage lights.
Yep. He's going to key all the lights to go off as soon as he pounds through, and then try to dim all the fires behind him as well, so everything goes out at the same time.
Okay. Give me a check for that one, please. That can be whatever you wish. Most apt.
I will perform.
Yep.
Well, I
Does he
could
get advantage for
intimidation.
helping? Oh.
Absolutely, he does get advantage.
Yeah.
Scary.
That would be the impact on the crowd, not the actual switching of the lights.
Cool.
But whichever one you want to do.
He's trying to make it like intimidating, kind of scary.
Okay.
It's
Yeah,
kind of
sure,
like a
sure.
war dance.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Boah.
Okay, so the lights flash. They go down, and the only light as it comes back online, as they come back to life, the lights on the side of the stage illuminate you to the sound of your roar, and you stand in the middle of the stage, gasping, as if you've been through an arduous ordeal, and everyone is completely transfixed on you. Even the group of stooges are guffawed beyond belief, and are just like looking back and forth as if, did we hire him? Greg over in the corner has one hand behind his neck, nervously scratching, trying to work out what to do next. Quirt is just clapping her hands like, yes.
No jangles this time. Just one of them blurts out, "I've got stolen funds in my pockets."
Actually, yes. So I did it. It was me. But it's very difficult to hear over everyone gasping and screaming and whatnot. But Jeremiah, Lance, and Ron and Schultz, you all hear it.
When
And Mega.
when the lights go down, and then there's a massive roar, I'm going to pickpocket this guy.
Okay, you have advantage on your sleight of hand. Nice. You pickpocket the rest of the gold that's in this guy's pocket, and you also pick up some apples.
Oh, excellent.
It's only the apples he was after. He sneaks the gold back in.
Of the Zars.
Not the gold, only the apples.
Praxis gives a single laugh and stomps back down off the stage.
Cool. Fantastically done. So for Ronnie, you're up. The freak of nature.
He just stands on the stage and goes, "Who wants to touch me?"
And then I cast Sanctuary. So they can't.
You can't touch me.
What do you do? What's your act? Are you singing? Are you dancing?
No, God, I've got
Stripping.
a fucking 4 in charisma.
Oh my god.
I'm standing there staring at the crowd. I don't know.
Give me a performance check.
No, I'm not. No.
Do it.
Is he carrying? Is this guy carrying like a weapon or anything? The big Greg. What's he got?
He is indeed.
He
He
got a
has
sword or?
a dagger and a scimitar.
Ooh. I'm gonna go and hold up my hands with the scimitar.
Oh.
See if he'll give it to me.
He kind of looks at you with like perplexed look on his face and cocks one eyebrow. And he's like, "What?"
I need that. Should have pointed to the scimitar.
I need your clothes,
I mean,
your boots, and your motorcycle.
Get on with it!
It sounds like you're intimidating or persuading.
God, I'm not doing either. I can't do charisma.
Damn it, Marcus isn't here to roll dice. Stop asking him to do stuff.
Jesus. Fine. I'll cast whole person on him so I can take it from him.
Okay. Wisdom saving throw it is.
DC 15, which apparently has never been set up.
He's going to be happy.
Wisdom saving throw.
No.
He is restrained.
Cool. I walk up and draw the scimitar out of the scabbard. and walk back to the centre of the stage, and I'm going to try and bend it in half around my trunk. Fuck it, why not? Yeah, we'll bring the trunk into this. Make this weird.
Okay. Strength.
Strength. strength is the sort of thing I kind of have.
You can use whatever kind of skill you want.
He just rolled it.
Oh, I didn't even see. I'm so sorry. Yeah, so you easily bend the scimitar out of shape and right around your trunk, and you have a fancy piece of bling now.
Cool. Well, there's still some weight here, isn't there? Is there like an 80-pound weight of juice lying around
Sure.
here?
Sure, you
Okay,
can say that.
Sure. If I did 80-pound weight and I start doing what do they call them? Snatches, like barbell snatches, but I do it with my trunk. Arms behind my back, because I can lift 80 pounds with my trunk.
It's like those people who pull things with their dicks, but you're doing it with your trunk.
But it actually it can lift. It can actually do it can do the movement.
Your dick or your
so
trunk?
as much
Right.
as that's no problem. Give me a performance check.
Oh God!
Not to do anything in particular, just give me a performance check. Cool. So, as much as you're giving it your all and showing such incredible feats of strength, and it's so astoundingly amazing, some of the crowd are equally as transfixed with the fact that you have thumbs. I mean, you're getting the exact desired effect that you want, but people are more so, I don't know, it's still a fucking elephant with thumbs. Kids are still...
I wander back and put the bent scimitar kind of like I don't know, around the guy's neck or something, or he's like half in the scabbard as much as it will fit, and then just walk off the stage.
The half the dudes over here are visibly fucked, and they kind of
Wait, literally?
visibly. They wander over here, and they kind of just plonk themselves in their arses. They're floored essentially, and you can hear the rustle in their jimmies.
Okay.
And same guys over here, and Quirt is visibly suspicious now because of all these noises. And finally, we have Sulk.
Cool. It's so cool. Sort of walking up the stage, gets a couple of daggers out of his and first of all, he's going to juggle with them. Although he's going to make it more impressive looking with a sword burst. It's like create a we'll ping it out so you can. It's like creates a bunch of daggers flying around him, which looks more impressive and he actually is juggling. It looks way more impressive. It's also a vocal, so he only has to speak the words to it.
Okay. Nice, awesome stuff. Each creature within range. Oh, they don't have to do it because no one around you. That's fine.
It's only around. Yeah, I will make sure no one is around me. Like
Just a cantrip.
It's also cantrip over and over with juggling,
cool.
making it way easier than it looks.
Give me a performance.
Performance, cool. 13.
Class. Yeah. So as you fling the swords around you, the crowd are just fucking loving it. Some of them are seeing the reflections in the daggers or in the swords. Some of the kids are nearly wetting themselves in anticipation of what's going to happen next. The adults are like clapping their hands over their eyes just in case you clip your own ear or your horn. And Quirt is like just jumping up and down like a happy little whatever the fuck she is.
Big
Happy little whatever the fuck that is.
One of the swords that's flitting around you clips off Greg's bandana, and the hair drops as well, and it was clearly holding back the hair, and you can see that it was just
He's also a weregoat.
They're all weregoats.
They're all weregoats.
it was in fact Madame Pimpla in her acting clothes.
No.
She was just dressing up as part of her act.
So just bows to her after, and then to the audience.
She can.
Everyone cheers and is very, very much transfixed. Well played. As you start moving down, Madame Pimpla is visibly sweating at this point. There's a small bit of blood coming down by her ear. where you clipped her, Quirt is full on suspicious and looks at you lot, specifically to Juiced, Gordon, and Braxis and Ron and Jeremiah, and
at everyone.
Except for me.
and kind of gestures
I only just
kind
noticed
of
she has 7 eyes.
to the general crew, and does the symbol, universal symbol for kill it.
Point, finger across throat. Point.
Yeah,
finger.
exactly that.
Repeats that for every single person in the group.
Why would I want to drag my finger across his throat?
I was thinking about throat and daggers though, but yeah.
I think,
For me.
Marcus, you're leaving shortly, aren't you?
In about 10 minutes, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll try and wrap this up soon enough. So
Doesn't Ron just run out?
Should we roll an initiative?
we most certainly will. Yeah.
Good way of.
I was thinking about throwing a dagger actually in in the throat.
Ooh. Do it in the foot, like, do it somewhere funny. Not like to the throat.
No, well, in case we did start the fight, like, but in this case it didn't go that bad yet. That that it seemed like the right thing to do. That's why it's so good. Like, if it was very obvious that they all already had their swords out and it was making obvious, then so good.
Oh, that's just rolling in the
Cool. Can you see the bandits and whatnot on here?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yar.
These fellas?
Cool. You can see them on the initiative order.
Yes.
Yar.
Cool.
Descending. There we go.
All right.
Juiced, tell the crowd to fuck off.
I love it when they stand together.
Right, for this one, we
crowd's
have
order.
Juiced up first.
Yeah, I'll shout. Right, everyone out. And I will draw
So
my
charismatic,
greatsword.
that boy.
Yeah.
It's like, alright,
Goes over.
Fuck off.
Yeah, I had to use my Azamar +2 to charisma to hit 8. I'll run straight at
Still
this
better
group.
than me. Twice as good as me.
And firstly, I will start glowing a fascinating gold,
Okay,
activating my radiant consumption,
cool.
and then I will get my aura going, and then I will then I will action surge and swing my greatsword at the dude straight in front of me.
All right.
Oh, whoops. There we go. 17 for 11,
Cool, that hits.
plus an additional 4 damage radiant.
Awesome. Okay, so
And then my turn. Oh, sorry.
as you slash down with your greatsword, it pummels directly into his skull and essentially severs his spine from his head in a vertical fashion, which is incredible.
But juice, that kills people.
As you do so, there's a ricocheting sound of coins as they hit the floor with the rest of his body.
Oh my
It's
god.
deafening.
At
You
the
can
end of
stop
my turn, everyone in my
screaming.
aura takes 2 radiant damage.
Man,
Oh my god.
you just took that guy out Scott Pilgrim style.
Cool. Is this guy in your aura?
Yeah.
Cool, okay. Fantastic stuff. So from Juiced, we have Madame Pimple. Madame Pimple is still restrained, but they'll be out of it in the next round. Mega Gordon.
Mega Gordon is going to move up onto the stage and say, "This is how you charismatically do it. Ladies and gentlemen, the show is over, thank you, but please flee before we kill everyone." That's how you do it.
Last dregs of people leave. Deafening sound of footsteps echo with them.
We really need to up auras in this. I'm going to throw something here so it hits all of these guys
Sure.
in a 10-foot radius.
It's a custard pie.
It is not a custard pie, it is a Bomb Alaska. So I'll reach into my pocket and throw the Bomb Alaska at them. I don't know why you're asking me the level. 2 is the highest I can go. Oh, that is the worst damage I could have rolled. Fantastic.
Cool.
Well, not the worst, but it's pretty fucking shit.
Pretty good. Good job. Okay, everyone is
They need to make
suitably
dex
covered in
saves.
your cream. Oh, sorry.
Or they'll take 8 cold damage.
Yep, they fail. I'm going to roll them all together. Fuck it.
Okay.
They all fail.
Where are you throwing that?
I'm throwing that.
All right.
Oh, it's a 5-foot radius.
Oh,
yeah, I'll throw
yeah.
it here. So sorry. Yeah.
Okay. So these 4 take 5 each, or 8 each.
She's just glad not to be in it time.
Oh.
For some reason, I thought
Depends
it was
on how you run
radius.
it.
Is that your turn, Mega?
No, I'm gonna burn 2 sorcery points to cast a cantrip, and with advantage because she's paralyzed still, I'm gonna flame brûler her because she's a bad guy.
Madame Pimple, is it?
Yes, I'm gonna depemple her. So flame brûler 23 for 6 fire damage.
She definitely takes 6 fire damage.
Cool. And with my item interaction, I squeak my nose. And that's the end of my turn.
That gives you advantage on the next turn.
Yes.
No, it doesn't. It gives
Just
you.
the whole turn.
It's basically like inspiration.
Oh, I'm doing inspiration. Cool. Thank you.
From there, we're going to go over to Ronald.
Ronald McDonald. I will spiritual weapon the boy over here. Twang. 22 for 11.
Yeah, okay. What do you hit him with? You hit him with your spiritual weapon. So your spiritual weapon materializes. And what is the spiritual weapon? What is it?
It's a giant hammer carved with a head carved like an elephant.
That is delightful. So it appears just on the ground, and as you pick it up, you kind of wrench it upwards with such force that it cleaves this gentleman in twine from the crotch up to his head.
With a hammer. Oof.
And with the hammer. So basically, the force of his pelvis ricocheting through his body plummets out of his skull as his body drops to the ground with the sound of coins.
I never thought I'd hear pelvis ricocheting.
It's the acoustics in this tent are fucking brilliant.
Set it up properly.
And after that, I'm going to run over. Oh. No, okay, one of them disappeared then. Alright, fine. I'll run over, stand in the middle, and I will bop.
You don't want to be deleting them in case you delete the one that's got the initiative order on it, by the way.
I'll try and non-lethally bop that one with the quarter staff.
You haven't done it yet, but you might do.
Yeah, thanks.
Bonk.
Non-lethally headbutt.
That's the easiest way.
So he non-lethally takes 6 damage. Cool.
That's me. And I will
be
now moving towards getting ready to leave.
Raxi.
Alright. Decides against breathing fire over the giant cone that it is now in. So it's going to go this way.
Cool.
10, 20, 25. Hey, Juiced. Let me warm these guys up for you. And I'm going to, as a bonus action, trigger a Draconic Infusion as I breathe fire out on these 4 fellows in front of me.
3d6 on a failed save. Okay.
That's fire damage.
They fail. So they all take 11 fire damage.
Oh, you're rolling them together?
Yeah, it's waiting to catch a cold as well.
So that's okay with you.
Yeah.
So the flame kind of crawls along the floor, catches their legs, and curls up their body. You start to see their eyes start bubbling, and fire just spittles out through their mouth, and their nails just start
Nice.
just falling off as their bodies start screaming and they grip. Exactly. They start scrawling at their face, trying to put out the fire. The flames is just too hot as they start screaming, but all that comes out is just more bubbles and smoke and steam as they just hit the floor together in a cacophony of coins and slurs. They are dead.
A thief's death.
They're a dramatic bunch.
Better than you deserve. And take one more step this way, and that's my turn.
Cool. I don't know how to give the X, but they're dead.
Click on the token, there's a little circle down right below them that pops up, and the X is at the end of the coloured coloured bulbs.
As they're all part of one group, you could just delete those. It doesn't matter if actually you want them removed from the turn order because they're all dead.
That makes sense.
And now they're
Thank you.
gone from the
Yeah,
Yep, perfect.
they're all
separate
dead.
groups. Oh,
Separate groups.
I hadn't seen the other ones.
He rolled in separate groups. Yeah.
Cool.
They're on
Cool. Okay, so that was Braxis, so Skulch. Scammy, you're up.
Well,
Silk, yeah. Is Madame still paralyzed?
She is, but she will be up next turn. You have advantage.
I will walk up, although my roll 20 froze. Basically, she walks up to her and is going to, like, this blue spectral rapier appears, and she, Silk, tries to stab.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, 1 second.
Take your time.
Reopening character sheet. 26.
26 is a hit. That's the lowest damage you can do.
Yeah, but because it's paralyzed, it's an auto crit. So there's an extra 1d8 in there. So that's 14.
Nice.
Nice.
Nice. Cool.
And that's
She
her turn.
is looking disgusting, but like that's no different than normal.
did you hit lethal or non-lethal?
Turk would have done it lethal.
I know she's
She's still
not dead
standing,
yet. I'm
yeah.
just asking for a friend.
Lethal.
Jerry, you're up.
Well, okay, so I 5, 15. I'm going to bonus action disengage. So I roll 20, 25. And he's going to draw his deck of cards, shuffle it, go, sorry, boys. Throws a card up into the air.
Hang on, did I actually hear a deck of cards?
Yeah.
Unreal.
He
Not
can't
a
see the
twisted
cards.
fate.
And he flicks a card up into the air, which is the Jack of Hearts, and burns them.
Is it all 4 of them? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So
how many of
Jack
this party
Hearts.
has burning hands?
I think everyone here almost. Except for Juice.
I got rid of
Ron,
this.
you have burning hands.
I got rid of it to learn Dragon Breath.
Oh,
So-
you get
I do
Dragon
not
Breath.
have burning hands.
It's either Dragon Breath or Burning Hands, yeah.
The 4 of these chaps, they're sitting together and they are just like recovered from taking a wee bit of a burn from last one. But the exploding card in front of them ricochets and like pellets them with different bits of shrapnel essentially, and they embed themselves into the throat and the chests and the eyes of all these guys, and then burns them from the outside in. They're dead.
As the card reforms and Forcey just grabs it and
The
shuffles
card
it back into the
reforms.
deck.
And
You
of
should have
course-
a deck save on that, by the way, Mike.
As the saving throw. My apologies.
Yeah.
Completely forgot that part.
Yeah,
The reform.
They already kind of got bombed.
Did you? Oh, there is no.
Oh,
There is no.
No,
saving throw.
Mike hasn't set it up on there. That's why I was reminding him.
DC is... That can't be right. Should be 11. Something's wrong with my sheet. Hang on.
11 should be higher than that, shouldn't it?
No, it's 8. Oh, yeah, 8 plus... It should be 13.
There we go.
They
What's
fail.
my sheet?
The
Reading is
11 would
10.
be a charisma of...
It's cool. They take it.
16.
They get eviscerated, and there's a clanging of coins as they hit the floor. It's so deafening that Quirt over on the other side of the ring is like, "What the fuck was that?"
How did they get away with this for so long?
No one is ever performing well enough for them to be guffawed.
There we go.
So we actually have a band who gets a turn now. So this chap over here will move towards Jeremiah and will go in for an attack with Scimitar.
Oof.
That'll miss.
9 for 2, yeah. Yeah,
That was
yeah,
worth
that'll
waiting
miss.
for.
It was, yeah, 100%. Cool. So, from that, we have another bandit. Oh, shock horror. This gentleman over here will try to attack Ron with his scimitar. 18 for 4.
Mrs.
Jesus Christ. And the one below you will do the exact same thing. 14 for 5. Cool. So Juiced, you're up.
All my things died.
What did your aura do?
3, 4, 5, 6.
2 damage.
I'll pull out my hand axe. I will fling it over at this.
Okay.
Ooh.
That is a 9 damage.
Yeah.
Just need to check if reading.
It does.
Oh, cool. In that case, it's 13 damage total.
Cool. So you fling this hand axe, and it just directly embeds itself into the shoulder of this bandit, and he goes in to grab it. But as he does, the burning axe starts to sear his hand, and the flame runs up his arm and starts to rip apart its skin, and he just into like just ash as his armor and his clothes clash onto the ground with a curious ringing sound that just sounds really familiar.
She says a half-hearted prayer to the god of to his god, and that, as a bonus action, actually, I take down my radiant consumption.
Cool.
I'm only going to be burning myself for no reason.
Guys, I'm not sure we want these coins. I think they're cursed or something. So loud.
Madame Pimpler is free, and she is going in for an attack on Schultz.
Shoot.
She goes in for 14 for 8.
14 misses. So the duck's on their blade.
with a very crooked scimitar.
8 for 9.
8 also misses.
18 for 6.
18 does hit, yeah.
You take
I'm going,
6.
as my reaction, to a hellish rebuke on that.
Ooh.
Okay.
The dexterity saving throw, take 11 fire damage for half.
She fails and takes the damage. Cool. Now she's not looking too hot. Or rather, she's looking pretty fucking hot. For once in her entire life. So from there, it goes over to Mega Gordon.
Oh.
Mega Gordon.
Fuck it, I want a slice of this action. I'm gonna run over and I will I don't have it set up, but I'm gonna do it as a knife attack and just say it's a very hard custard pie to the face, and I'd like to do it non-lethally.
Gotcha. Okay, non-lethal pie to the face. Hot.
A woman walks into a custard pie. Kaboom! 14 for 5 non-lethal damage.
She takes it.
Yeah, she does.
And she's still standing.
And then I will... Oh, wait a minute. I can do Quicken Spell. Oh, and it's always 2 points. Cool. I will Quicken Spell a hold person on her.
Oh, shite.
So,
Okay, cool.
2 spectral hands appear either side of her head, holding slices of bread. They press them into her head. What are you? What are you? You're an idiot sandwich.
An idiot sandwich. Yes, sir.
That's the
And
end
there
of my
she's
turn.
held.
Yeah. Oh, and
Cool.
while she's held and paralysed, I'll definitely move away from her in case she escapes it and wants to beat the shit out of me.
Cool.
End of turn.
1-1. You're up.
I will move my spiritual weapon to attack the one next to Jeremiah.
I did move because I ran out of
Oh no, well, 11 pretty misses.
11 hits.
Oh.
Wait. Sorry, it doesn't. It misses.
Okay, clearly not. And I will non-lethally bop this guy again with me quarterstaff.
Cool. Yeah. Boop.
Cool.
You headbutt him, and in true Scott Pilgrim fashion, he explodes into coins.
I was trying to be non-lethal.
He non-lethally explodes into coins.
Was he just a coin? He's some sort of coin golem, is that it?
Yeah.
I got to shoot, guys. So thank you, Ross. I will catch the rest of you later.
See you later.
Oh,
Sorry,
yes. There it is.
Cheers. Bye.
Yep.
Oh, by the way, I just want to use all my healing spells before I go on Zork.
Nice.
I'm so fine, actually. So far.
It was a reference.
I know.
Can we make sure we put Marcus
Yeah.
on the rewards thing? Because even though he isn't here, I still feel like I want to vote for him because I like having a secret crush on him or something.
Of course, babes.
Right, later. Bye.
But
Bye-bye.
Braxy.
Who's up to there? Hey, we taking this Lance guy alive?
Yeah, why not?
He's like, whoa, I thought we had a deal.
You're an idiot.
Jerry, come on.
Deal as you'll live. And I'm gonna look at this fellow over there then, and I'm gonna hack out a flame at him.
Just give me an intimidation check if you don't mind.
Ooh. Hup. Ooh.
Yeah, okay, cool. He puts his hands on his head. He's like, I live.
Nice.
Going for the attack in this guy, yeah.
Yeah. Foot.
no danger to the audience.
Yeah, you better stand down too.
Ding. No, he doesn't get really fazed by that. He's kind of focused on Jeremiah.
Cool.
The cigarette that he was
Schultz.
smoking gets slightly warmer.
Yeah.
Silk is going to, seeing that everyone is non-lethally trying to hit her, doing the same. Although she's paralyzed, if it hits again an auto crit.
Cool.
Yeah.
18.
It hits. Autocrit.
So plus for 14 non-lethal piercing damage.
Okay. She is looking not great.
That's my turn.
But she's still standing. Cool. Jerry?
Yeah.
So I bonus action disengage.
Cool.
Was there, wasn't I? One more. Whee! He shuffles his deck again, and then just quickly throws out a card. This time round, the Ace of Spades. Oh, I fired it myself. That was dumb. Try that again.
Yeah, I forgot.
No, you're going to lose.
Ace of
Gamblers for
Spades.
fools.
So, yeah, boy. There's a massive song starts playing as the card flings across and embeds itself. Where do you want to embed it in him?
This one's just right. It's vertically right between the eyes.
Gotcha. So it
In his motorhead.
directly between his eyes. It just whacks right in there. So much so that it kind of tickles his brain in such a way that his motor system's shut down and his body loses mobility and collapses to the ground in what can only be described as silence.
Nice.
Follow my coins.
Again, the card reforms and Jeremiah shuffles his deck.
Cool. From there, just
Right. Juice will drop his greatsword. Actually, Juice will move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then drop his greatsword,
okay.
pulling out his glaive and
wow.
slashing kind of over Zulk's head, I guess, or through his horns or around him in some way.
Okay.
Just stabs,
To the legs.
Lethally or non-lethally?
I'm still a were-goat, by the way.
Oh, him a 13 misses.
No, it's a 17 because she's paralysed.
He's
Oh,
paralyzed.
neat.
It hits.
Does thingy apply
No,
on
within
attacks?
5
Or do you have to be within 5 feet? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it then. Yeah, that's it.
So, Just, how do you want to do this?
Well, I seem to have forgotten to make it non-lethal, so I guess I slash her throat with a pole arm.
Oh my god.
It's also an
Cool.
autocrit, so
It's not an auto crit. You have to be
No,
within
no,
5
sorry.
feet to auto crit, don't you?
Yeah, I'm too far away.
oh yeah,
So-
sorry. Yeah.
she's held, and as she does so, as you slit the throat, the head just kind of leans back as she tries to like quench it with her own body weight, but the body starts shaking and just goes limp after a while.
Her head can't fall back. It's been held between 2 slices of bread.
I forgot about that. That's fucked up.
The head
Make it
floats
a
in-
bloody
the head-
sandwich.
The head
body-
The body falls to the floor.
Who ordered the sandwich?
You're out of initiative.
Praxis turns to the crowd. Magic.
The crowd left. The crowd left Praxis.
Ta-da!
Praxis want to entertain. Cool. Quirt is visibly elated. She's like, you've done it, innit? You have it. You done it. Oh my god. I don't know what to say.
We're going to have to get this whole circus quarantined for wandering accent syndrome. Sorry, but this is not. It's not safe to be in here. I myself can feel my accent wandering towards French any day now.
Can I see if the response was genuine, or is she actually with them and is just now acting like, oh yeah, you did it.
Go ahead. Yeah.
16.
Yeah, she seems really genuine. He generally feels as if she's been completely oblivious the entire time. And honestly,
all the people.
And honestly, he wanted them to be his family, but unfortunately, she was let down.
Oh God! Stop changing the genders. It's messing my brain.
This is great. It's brilliant. It's like cartoony again.
Is it? It's the clown.
Oh man, it just changes by sentence.
Praxis grabs Lance by the scruff of his neck and drags him.
Gotcha.
Throws him down in front of Quirt.
Jeremiah starts looping bodies.
Lands on his knees,
Picking up all the goods.
hands on his head. You promised not to kill me. You promised not to kill me.
Well, then.
Doesn't seem to be your fault, but next time, if you're hiring people, you might want to consider their intention.
Hey, wait. What do you mean it's not his fault?
Yeah, it's not my fault. You heard him, man. It's not my fault.
Huh?
No, you don't know that. No, he's not.
You tried
don't.
to fire me, you fool.
No. Why do you... Shh, we had a deal.
No, just because somebody had a misspent youth and learned how to say a few things.
Oh, this was Lance digging down.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. No, in that case, kill him.
Okay. So, out of character, nobody dick with this for a moment, because this might be amusing. As Jeremiah pulls out his deck, he goes, "What do you say? High or low?"
Draw a card.
Yeah. I'll go high.
Right. Hang on, how do I make this flip?
You can just drag it on the table and then just see.
So, high or low? What do you
High.
reckon, guy? Pick a number. We'll start with
Higher or
7.
lower than
You
what?
Oh, hang on, I can do 2 of them. So that's one for him. The bloody things.
Oh, that's the one for him.
Ooh.
He needs to get higher than an ace.
He needs to get
Higher or
than-
lower? That's definitely lower.
Looking higher.
Okay.
Sorry, buddy. And he's going to draw his rapier and stab him.
Oh, Christ. Okay, cool. Go for it. I mean, he's prone, essentially. He's on the ground and restrained.
I'm going to
So-
it's gonna be
Can
awful.
Praxis intervene in this?
If you're quick.
Yeah.
Yeah. I gotta try to, block to smash the blade
Force
aside.
Force it to be non-lethal, essentially. Yeah, go for it. Yeah, the rapier goes... Actually, contest it. Jeremiah, show me an attack roll.
That is an attack roll from Jeremiah.
Praxis.
Oh. Okay, so essentially what you're doing is you're trying to slash the piercing damage away. You actually do manage to ricochet it slightly off, but not enough to make it not hit. So the piercing still goes through, but it goes through his hand and pins the hand to the ground.
Oh, that's perfect. I like that.
Oi. Stop clowning around, you two. Come on.
Hey. Thieves.
Jesus.
You lost,
Thief
Brad.
deserves a thief punishment.
I like the method.
Quirt steps on the other hand and pushes down with their high heel. Pathetic. You'll never work here again. And says, "Do you want to take Lance,
There's
or will I
not
deal
really
with him?"
a prison in here, so if you have a good punishment for him, it's probably up to you. Since we didn't.
It seems he owes you now.
Feed him to that
Sounds
weird,
good.
creepy,
Like he needs to
floating
work it
bird.
off.
Yeah, I have.
Make him a
I have an
boar.
idea.
Make him a boar and let him do the boar.
Sure, they got a lot of shit that needs shoveling.
Exactly. I'll feed him to the bird. That's a good idea.
Oh god.
Okay. That's
Yeah,
taken care
You're
of.
hungry. Hungry.
So Maya wanders back over here and picks up
Um,
coins from this load of bodies.
Quirt. Cool. Yeah, so you gather up all the coins. Quirt says, "Listen, boys, thank you very much. From one guy to another. I appreciate it.
Thank you. I've never been complimented by such a lovely woman.
You're such a charmer.
I'm confused.
Me too. So, on that note, I will send you back to your guild hall, and I thank you for your service."
What are you going to do with the circus? It seems like a lot of work for only you.
I mean, there's only one thing we can do but rebuild. I still have an owlbear and a couple of dwarves in war suits.
If
I'm
you
sure
build
you'll-
it, they will come.
Well, if they think they're loyal and not like these, then good
I'll be
luck.
a lot more diligent.
I'm sure there's
Fact.
plenty about who look for entertainer's life.
I think so. I've heard of
You
a
should-
jester's guild nearby that could lend a hand.
You should definitely keep this alive, yeah. The town needs this.
Sure, I think I'll set up
Not
residence here.
this,
for
by
now.
the way. I need Talk points at the blood. I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
entertainment.
Of course, no.
This is entertainment.
So
it is
they-
kind of entertainment, but then we need an arena.
Of course. Perhaps I'll just set here as a permanent residence for now, and we'll see about moving on when I build up a big enough circus.
Very well.
Praxis
So feel free to stop by any time.
ponders the the feasibility of creating a coliseum.
Excellent. Okay, that is the adventure, my friends.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, awesome.
How much gold did we collect?
A lot.
Yeah.
No. Hang on, wait. How much gold did I collect?
Like, so
You really don't want to start doing that,
especially
Mike.
at this point. Like,
No, I'm not.
we want to start with that. Like,
I'm not going to do that.
I was gonna.
So,
There's a lot of
Like
very
literally
hot
bar-
gold coins down there right
in the
now.
bar when Jeremiah is quite drunk with a dagger to his throat, basically, eventually. Things are just going down.
Look, it's very simple. We'll play cards for it, right?
We're all
Yeah.
very practiced at killing your characters, Mike. Do you really want to start?
we first distribute the coin and then we play the cards.
You know what? I'm totally on board with that.
or maybe dice in my case because I'm only proficient in dice. You're probably in dice.